Ever battle a blind swordsman? Begin.
Welcome everyone to the Sento Showdown Season 4. Before we begin, I just want to make sure that my mic's sounding good. Everything is good to go. All of the people out there watching us, we appreciate you stopping by. We got lots of viewers out there. So thank you so much for joining us. We are ready to kick this off for you guys tonight, today, wherever you are watching from. I hope you guys are ready. So with that said, I am going to bring today's commentators. Yes, people already know. They're already looking at him right now. So with that said, I want to bring up my two commentators for this time, the Sento Showdown. We're very happy to have a very special guest this time around. Of course, you guys know Captain Earshot, who will not be competing this year, but he's still here commentating for y'all. And of course, the one and only Kevinmcolon, everybody. So with that said, welcome, guys. Take it away.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another iteration of your favorite annual competitive Mortal Kombat environment for the Blind FGC, listed as the one and the only Sento Showdown. If you're not familiar, get familiar, because we got a stacked bracket of some of the top competitors in this community ready to lay it all down on the line in a new title. Same IP, but new avenue in MK1. Now introducing the implementation of cameos, a whole new mechanic that the entire community has had to work themselves around. And today we get to see the ultimatum of all of the hard work you've all put in to being able to, to being able to compete in this environment. I can't stop myself from being able to compete in this environment with this new rule set, with these new mechanics, with some of the characters that I know a lot of competitors in this community have been missing, right? I've heard a plethora of you guys go on, if we had Smoke. Smoke's in the game. He wasn't in the last one. A lot of competitors that were maining characters in the last one, in absence of some of their favorites that they now have access to, and I'm excited to see what that equals to here today as we start burning through these brackets. Earshot, how are you feeling?
Oh man, I am feeling relaxed that I don't have to be burning the candle at both ends for once. I got to just put that out there and get it out of the way, right? Yes, the title is up for grabs. Go for it, even though I may not be there. Trust me when I say that I do believe it's worth every bit as much, no matter who's there fighting it out in grand finals, because everyone is going to have to do their best tonight and tomorrow. We are running pools. That is every match leading up to the formation of the top 8 bracket. So that's comprised of 4 players in the upper bracket and 4 players who will have lost a set and make part of that lower bracket. So, 4th season. We had a bit of a one-off with our qualifier series last year, but we're back this year strong as ever and equally happy and joyful that you're with us, Kevin. We do have a couple of other volunteers we want to shout out really quickly in the chat as well. We have Kitanye, we have Rorschach the Brave, Pneumonia D, and Pasashi69 in spirit, who cannot join us today, but is always working his magic behind the scenes year to year with us. So thank you again for making time to join us. The volunteers are in the chat. Say hi to them. They're helping us out run this bracket together. And with that, we can just actually get started with this first pool, that is Pool C. We're actually running Pool C today, which is a 5-player pool, and we're gonna work on getting those invites out. If the players are in the chat, we ask that you do start to check in for your matches. We're looking at making sure that we're able to account for you there. And then Rattlehead, I believe if you're able to send these out, they would be by WBID as well.
Okay, perfect. Who do we got?
So we have our first match is Ray Pink, which goes by Pink Possum, versus, let's see here,
Blind Ohio Gamer.
Yes. And Kev, something about this bracket, it's actually It's interesting because it's a bunch of first-time participants. I mean, this was randomly shuffled, and it just turned out to be this way.
Mhm.
So they are by no means, first-timers to the game, but they're certainly making their debut here for the first time, and I'm super excited to see what they're bringing to the table. I know that in years past, we've had others come in, playing the different titles, MK11, MKX, that we've hosted, and so now with MK1, not only do we have the game sort of making its debut here in Sento Showdown, but also these players. And so the layers to it, I can appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, of course. And of course, with that introduction of a bunch of new debut fighter comes always, right, the tale as old as time, where you get these new competitors taking on what will seem like the old veterans, at least as far as the amount of time they've had represented here in the Sento Showdown, and getting to watch all of these new personalities clash. Along with the implementation of some strategies that might be favored by some of these competitors that we've not yet had the chance to see. When you talk about the Blind FGC and their, how would I phrase this, and their version of taking on a challenge, one of the things you have to talk about when you talk about the Blind FGC is the strategic approach to an environment such as the competitive fighting game community, and the different tactics that some of your favorite players themselves like to introduce with some of their favorite characters. With these, I guess, competitors that have had a little bit of less screen time over the years of the Sento Showdown, that's going to be a great caveat to watch as we see what they tend to like to do to try to secure that dub. Oh,
yeah, there's going to be a lot of patterns in the way people play. I think that's sort of what we tend to fall into, just first and foremost, as any player does, you tend to like to deliver your patterns where you're most comfortable, but also specifically with the play concerning sound, because every time you go full screen, maybe there's a certain order to things that you like to follow, or when you show up and play up close. So we're going to see a lot of those things, and I think the key is going to be who's going to adapt to who first. And certainly I know Ray was sharing that he was excited coming in for the first time to check out the competition, and Blind Ohio Gamer has tried signing up in previous years. Unfortunately wasn't able to make it, so hopefully we're able to get them in here just shortly.
I keep thinking about signing up one year, but haven't practiced and would get massacred. I mean, listen, I can promise you a lot of that progress is going to come from putting yourselves in those situations so you can learn what the mistakes are in the first place to avoid them later. I promise you, as somebody who's been, not competing at the highest level, but been competing pretty active. Listen, I'm tough in my neighborhood, all right? If you play Tekken in New York, I'm annoying, but you gotta, expose yourself so you can understand what it is that these players are doing. It becomes a lot easier to beat once you know. Also, thank you, Jeffrey. Sorry, I was just reading your comment. I appreciate it. She's doing wonderful. She's a mini version of me. It's creepy. She has my exact hairdo. It's creepy. I don't know if you guys could picture like me as a girl, but a lot of you perverts out there that have been doing that, will be too old when she's of age. So leave it alone. But no, yeah, she's a little mini Kevin. It's creepy. Oh yeah, it has to be technical. You go around listen, you start talking about other countries. I don't want to fight them fellas. No. I'm good in my hood, If you play Tekken in Long Island, I'll smoke you. Outside of that, it's... And there's some fellas here I can't say that to either. But you would be surprised. Listen, I don't like name dropping with this because people I usually don't care. People tend to find it annoying. But I have beaten competitors that I have no business playing before in my life just because I tried, Now my gender swap fantasy. All right, so I won't bother photoshopping then, Vision. I got you. My hair still looks better than Kevin's. It's not hard. Also, real exotic with the 5 gifted subs in chat. Excuse, look at that support offer. We haven't even gotten gameplay yet, and you this bricked up. Relax. Also, thank you. What a start. And I, as much as I know you guys are understanding, we appreciate you guys being patient as we sort out these technical difficulties, getting the players in here. We have 2 days of matches to tear through. Remember, today's only whittling down our list of competitors until we get to top 8. Tomorrow, we get to watch the finality of that as we set them all up and they tear each other apart. And again, these group formats always make things interesting too, right? The specific way that these matches get shuffled and seeded. As we mentioned before, we have, again, the introduction of all of these new competitors that are going to be taking on a couple of veterans. Some names I'll read off of my cheat sheet. Every professional commentator should have one. I winked and forgot that half of you guys couldn't see that. I winked at the camera to try to save it. I will have a sound effect for next time. Actually, do I still have this? I have a bell in here somewhere that I'm about to just hit every time I wink so somebody knows. Anyway, some of the names I'll read off that I know some of you guys know. For starters, whose stream are we on if it wasn't for the infamous Rattlehead? He likes to pretend that he's not as famous as he is, but unfortunately, we can read. We know his history. He's been around. He's been laying it down for years now. Now the fella's double dipping. Not only is he helping on the production side, not only is he sorting everything out, but he will be laying hands down later on as we progress. Sin's another one, and MK11 was a pretty devout Devora player. So I'm imagining that we're going to see similar strats with tracking, with teleport moves to help. I notice usually one or two things, and this is true even with non-blind FGC participants. You either like being right in somebody's face or being, I was a pressure character and then I turned into a zoner the second that I couldn't see. I became a RoboCop main instantly. And some of that is thug. Now I'm a Quan Chi player, you know? Someone like Sins was a big fan of using Devora and waiting for that audio cue to time that teleport. There's a lot of characters in this game, Smoke, for example, that have easy with only true Kenshi rep. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. I actually can't wait to see that, especially now that a Kenshi Striker got these buffs and it became a little real. I don't know. BlindSightblue, another one, no vision. We all know. TJ, the blind gamer. If you guys don't know TJ, who's TJ playing in MK1?
He's got he's playing he's got a Reiko. Every now and then he will bust out with a Garrus.
And so anybody who runs, huh?
Pretty much.
Anybody who runs.
But I mean, I know he's a huge fan of command grab characters.
Yeah,
right?
command grab and a run, and then we figured it out. We got a projectile, a command grab, and a run, and we're good to go. Not to teleport in the same fashion, but I mean, hey, listen, you do a little Reiko Mataro, all of a sudden you're playing Termagant. You're playing Termagant out of nowhere. Who else do we have on here? Mtl Killer, BarrenSun. I mean, these are all names that I can read off that you guys clearly are aware of. That'll be making their returns. All right, we've got both of the competitors in the lobby. If you guys are in, the way that the King of the Hill is set up, we're on skirmish mode, so it's going to AFK you by default. Once you're in, un-AFK yourself when you're ready, and then we'll be good to switch over to the gameplay scene and get this action underway. Blind Ohio Gamer taking on Ray. To start us off, this is technically Group C, just for scheduling. So if you guys use !bracket in the chat, it'll take you to an accessible version of Challenge where you can see the bracket for yourself. Actually, hear it, whatever works for you. You'll be able to access it there and keep up with the matches yourself. But of course, we'll be keeping you updated as the bracket progresses. Right now, Ray has un-AFK'd, so we're just waiting for Blind Ohio to do the same whenever he's ready, and then we'll get this first match underway.
Let's go, y'all. Here we go. Again, you know how it is. Every tournament, it never fails, right? So... Oh, they can't hear you? Alright, let me get... Alright, cool. But you can't hear Cam now, right? Alright.
Havoc Citadel.
For Earthrealm's sake, my brothers must reunite.
Alright, cool.
There's
Let me...
little hope for that, Tomas.
Round one. Fight.
Okay. Give me a second, y'all. Right, just me right now. Can you guys still hear the game though? Right, right.
This fight is an honor.
Round 2.
Now I...
Fight.
Hold on. It's this for real.
All right. Try again, Kevin. You should be back, bro. Testing. Can you guys hear? They can't hear you yet?
Elder gods bless me.
Yo, we got commentators in. Right, you can't hear Kevin though, right?
Finish him. Raiden wins.
Pay your respects. L3 button slash L1 button slash R1 button navigate cross button select.
Yeah. They can't hear you right now, Captain.
Choose fire. Raven. Smoke.
Smoke.
Yep.
Raiden.
Yeah, we figured out this out.
Dax. Frost.
Frost.
Darius. Serena. Team of the Dragon Army. Implement. Havoc Citadel. Random Arena. Night Market. The Hourglass. Night Market. Night. The Hourglass. Treasure Chamber. Living Forest. Hanging Gardens. Shang Tsung's Laboratory.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Ever visit your hometown, Tomas?
It's nothing to me but bad memories.
Round 1. Fight.
You are a formidable challenge.
Round 2. Fight.
Try again, you guys. Can you guys hear Captain? No, nobody's hearing you guys, right?
Watch your back.
Final round. Fight.
Right, I apologize. No commentation. I'm trying to figure this out, and everybody's like in the chat, and I can hear it. Yeah, so but we. Captain, try again real quick.
Testing.
Finish him.
Can you all hear us?
Ooh,
hello out there.
I saw yes. I don't know if that means. It's working. Awesome.
Hello.
They are back.
Are we back?
Yes.
L3 button slash L1 button slash L1 button navigate cross.
Wonderful.
Captain sounds attractive. How'd you know? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, they can. Awesome. They can hear you guys.
All right, fire.
Smoke.
Take it away, guys.
So that should, if I'm not mistaken, put us at 2-1. Ray to Ohio.
Yeah, that Raid and Serena combo hitting like a truck every single time, and Ray definitely feeling comfortable with those corner combos as well as the mid-screen damage.
I'm gonna look up how much stenographers get paid, man. Might be a little something to this.
Smoke.
All right, so for those who are just coming in or did not have the opportunity to keep up with whatever typos I may have dropped in the chat, I was not looking at whatever I was writing. I was just typing and hitting go. Okay.
So what's the
Shout out
score?
to Kevin
What's the score?
for the
again?
adaptation.
two games for Ray, one to Blind Ohio. All of them have been close. It has been the most interesting interactions of Ray using teleport to get out of like these weird situations. But has also thrown himself into bad situations. I was mentioning before, there was a point where Ohio sent out the frost. I'm just gonna call it the ice carpet for now. Okay, don't be a pervert. And Ray actually teleported behind him and still landed in the ice carpet. And Ohio was able to pick it up into corner conversion for combos. Ridiculous. But now here with Ray being on match point and Blind needing a big pickup, being able to just hit confirm anything into Serena. And again, one of the big audio cues that's so strong for the Blind community is the ability to hit confirm through audio. Ray is on it every single time, and he is just fishing with that forward four. It has been a very simple strategy of teleport to just know that he's close to him. Go for something like 1-2, where you don't have to be so specific with the directions, just to make sure you can hit something. You hear contact, Serena, go for the full conversion.
Fight.
Yeah, and then those multi-hitting knives giving you plenty of time to know whether they're going to connect or whether they're being blocked to give you that follow-up combo.
Yeah, and they're a great fisher for neutral too. Let's say he doesn't believe he's in forward 4 range and he doesn't want to chance it. You can kind of just send her out. Just as a little bit of a detect as to where Ohio is. Ohio's been able to use smoke telly to avoid it in some situations, but not enough to secure the victories here. And Ray is sitting on about a 900 damage health lead here. Immediately secures around, is going to take it 3-1 over Blind Ohio Gamer. He's searching for the animality again, maybe? He's just going to walk up and just jab him in the chest.
Decisive victory here on Ray's, and he's got to be feeling himself here.
Yeah, in the highest of fashions, this should push Ray. We'll see him again in a second. We'll be taking on Blind Press in Group C as we progress through it. Blind Ohio going to be moving down on the loser side. Down but not out in this group format here.
Absolutely. All right. So Cal, player 1 on the left side here, going against Shotta.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
Going against Sean.
Yeah, get us to that gameplay screen. Is Widow will be Reptile versus Wu-Tang. All right, I don't know if you made it on first match in time, but I will update everybody on what's going on. So right now we've got, hold on, let me check these names again real quick.
We've got Cal
Cal,
playing
yes.
as Reptile, yes.
Reptile Frost, which is it's similar to the racism of it's not as racist as Smoke Frost, but it's close, you know. So those full screen confirms. The problem with Reptile is he's one of the best characters on the rocker. Jesus,
Wait,
for
am
full,
I in the right? Am I in the? Because I don't see those players. Am
You're-
I in?
You're I think you're in standby because you joined after the match started.
Yeah.
But we'll have to count this because it's
Right.
in the interest of bringing things
Yeah,
around.
no, they're boxing. Oh
So,
no,
yeah.
he did the he did the Reptile bait. Forward 1-2-2 straight into down 2. I do that. That's how I know it's good.
It works. It honestly works.
It's just one of the, you know, like there's premium troglodyte strats. That's like A1 on the list for Reptile. Just like half of his string straight into down 2. Just let it rip. He has such a sneaky little down 2 with like its evasiveness, just because of the morph into going into the lizard.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
he
one of
sounds
the
really gross when he's in that form too. Just Oh, there's the Kano. Is that Kano running the Kano with
Yeah.
Kane?
it's a Uber zoner strat. It is effective.
Oh yeah, this match is fire. Well, we're watching on stream right now, guys.
Well, listen, we'll at least talk strategy wise. Reptile Frost is really solid because every time Frost does manage to hit her ice carpet, again, don't be a pervert, whoever was excited about it before I saw you. Reptile's one of the best characters on the roster. For just pure net damage, sans the need of meter. So he gets to save his meter for all of his resources, for his armored dash, not armored dash, sorry, but for his EX dash, for his armored slide, for any pickup that he needs to extend. He basically has breakaway whenever he needs it because he's hitting close to 40% net damage off of any confirm. And Frost is making that a lot easier to find in neutral when she is just giving you a freezed opponent full screen. Works so far for Cal in game 1.
Cal going to be taking that game against Sean there, putting this point here on the board.
Now, Shotta's looking for a different approach in a zoning strat, which has done a good job in some moments of locking Cal down. It does make it a little more difficult to approach. Again, Reptile Frost, similar in the level of nuisance, I would say, to Smoke Frost, but not in his ability to get to you. And with Lou throwing his low fireball with the combination of Kano knives, it's almost similar to why a matchup like Reiko is annoying for Reptile. He doesn't have a good option to close that distance. He needs knockdown first. And if he can't get to Lou, he can't hurt him.
Cal 1.
Okay.
Shotta's nil.
Got it.
Shotta nilch for now, but let's see how he adapts this strategy.
Indeed. That Liu Kang, is it going to stick around? It looks like it shall.
Reptile.
And Lou is actually a really good character. I mean, you guys, Sandbag can back me up in the chat. Really good character for keeping Reptile at bay. As homies, we've run this matchup like a fair amount of times, and it definitely can go either way, but the only way Reptile really gets that advantage on Lou is he needs to get past that neutral game first. So the advantage goes to Lou right off of match start.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, and Kev, feel free to cut the stream, boss. We're good. I have a direct line here.
Okay. All right, nice. And the zoning going interesting so far for Shotta. I think the biggest issue he's having so far is trying to call out when that frost carpet is coming. Because he's zoning pretty well at distance, but always with the fear that he's going to end up losing that trade.
Not to mention they both have moves that get them in really fast on screen, whether it's that slide from Mtl, or you saw the fly kick from earlier from Liu Kang.
And that's one of the problems with that slide too, right? You time that perfectly, you get right over the fireball, which is why Shotta's going to want to start committing to some low fireballs. Kind of cuts that approach. Especially that EX death roll from Reptile is practically a full screen deterrent to most zoning tools. Even if you low fireball, actually, I don't know why I wasn't thinking about bringing this up. It will armor through if there's no second hit to back it up. Okay, Cal landing a back 4-2 dash there. Shotta immediately choosing to break it. One of the problems with that too is that there wasn't a lot of net damage that Cal was going to get off of that, so almost a wasted breaker on the side of Shotta here.
But you see the sprinkling of damage, whether it's the staggers or the uppercuts that are just incessant. 140 damage each time is a solid worth of a combo there too. There goes another one, just back to back. The damage quickly adding up here.
Yeah, and one of the caveats too with this dash, especially if you're going to do the EX version on block, is it's very difficult to time that flawless block. So you can kind of just get really nutty with your strings and just decide when you randomly want to sprinkle it in as a tool. Usually that overhead will get you the knockdown, and that gives Reptile so much room to work with. Ooh, and Shotta gonna lock it down with the EX Fireball, just chunking it off in his face.
Final round. Fight.
Jumps over the... Oh my god, he jumped over the ice carpet and he almost landed a string.
Yeah.
I almost jumped over my chair. And this has become an interesting... This has almost become Street Fighter X2 where, like, a lot of fireballs have been getting thrown out from both opponents. Shotta with a beautiful block on the Frost there into this pickup, gonna net himself a nice 20% damage. They've both been using jump as a tool to try to get over each other's projectiles, and now you're seeing them kind of hold their ground in neutral and just spurt out down twos in hopes of anti-airing.
On alternating between those fireballs and that moves to get in from full screen. It is being blocked, but not being punished.
He jumps over the Frost again. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the adjustments have immediately been made. We're now tied up 1-1 between Cal and Shotta. Shotta is really starting to get into a flow state here.
That's so important, especially when you're trying to break your opponent's momentum here.
Yeah, well, I think he's realizing that the biggest deterrent that he's had to deal with is Frost cameo. And if he's in the air, he's not there to get caught. And since Cal is not really trying to time it in reaction to anything, it's just kind of shooting it out in hopes and praise that it'll connect. In a lot of instances, if he goes for that jump, and 60% of the time so far when he's attempted it, he lands right on top of him and is able to get a punish. Keep in mind, too, that Frost cameo, that's a summon move. That leaves you in a big state of recovery if that whiffs.
Frost.
Not to mention, if you hit Frost, you can get some additional damage going if you manage to land something on them before they go off screen. So here...
and if we want to talk about how much...
Yes.
If we want to talk about how much net damage Liu Kang can also put on board in combination with hitting that cameo,
it's a nice chunk of damage. I mean, we see Shotta sticking to one of the simpler combos there, but even that, it's doing upwards of 20% each time that it lands.
Yeah, and I can understand the strategy too, right? In an environment like this, consistency is going to be a lot more helpful than optimization all of the time, but it adds up. 20% means he needs to touch you 5 times.
Fight.
And those add up very quickly. Oh my god, he did back forward 3 and his face was in a punishable state and then just went for back 2 anyway and managed to get it to connect.
No shame in this game. It's working with the life lead here. Shotta is...
And now look at this too. Cal now with the adjustment, so he's sending out the Frost, and because he knows that Shotta's trying to jump over everything, is now making use of the Reptile Acid Orb to try to get him to land on it. And that's a big audio cue for conversion too. You have a lot of time to pick that up as a Reptile player. Oh, and he is just, yeah, he's that was like a stepdaddy beat down in the corner.
Oh, completely. And Liu Kang going to be holding on to that fatal blow for this next round. There's a Kano.
Yeah. Make use of it too. That adds up. Nice deterrent. Also, big cover your ass kind of tool while you're zoning.
Oh, allows him to get unfrozen. And then the Kano here doing the eye laser.
Punishable again. Doesn't try to contest with the back 2 this time. He would have ate shit. He knew better the second time around. Bicycle kick, and then again with the zoning. Nice with the pacing too. Death throw from Cal to get under.
There's the back throw.
Okay, yeah, the 5 fingers of death. Oh, the back 2 ends up beating him out before the Frost summon can come out.
Liu Kang with a life lead.
Okay, so Cal sent out the Reptile Acid Orb. Shotta hit him with back 4 through the first half of it, but the second half that flying kicks ran straight into the orb, and Cal now has an opportunity to take this guaranteed fatal blow. He's gonna do it. We're chugging along a little bit here, but this damage should be pretty close to securing a round. Shotta with his cameo combination is sitting on 950 health, and Reptile hits a little hard, Chomskys.
A smidge of life. No life.
No, just locked it out.
Just death.
That is a very, especially depending on the routing that you use before you go into that Reptile fatal blow, it is very big unskilled damage.
Upwards of 30% for sure.
Now you want to mind you too, like a Reptile Opti hit, you're looking at What are we looking at, Sandbag? Like 44% damage off of Opti conversion? What I'm interested in too for Cal is the implementation, and this isn't something I would try to start doing right now. If you're not used to it, it's not worth it.
Okay.
The implementation of back 3, given how solid he's been with hit confirmings and how solid most of you are with it. Back 3, down back 4 cancel is such a big hit detection tool if you're in mid-range, and is one of Reptile's Opti starters. You can convert it into 4-2-1 if you're really, really close to somebody, but 4-3-1 almost always hits unless you're at like max range. And if you get that route down, that's like a 40% route, I think, even if you go for like a simpler one. And it's a really nice like fish in neutral tool. Really annoying for people to contest with.
Yeah, it's really just going to be a matter of time, as you said, that the more Cal gets comfortable with those combo routes, definitely going to be something to worth looking forward to having them implement here.
Yeah, and it's a nice little execution trick, but it doesn't take that long to get used to it. I think when they made the adjustment, it took me like a day to get used to doing it.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I don't know how new they are to the game. They're looking like they're just slugging it out as best they can here.
Well, I say they're doing a really solid job, all things considered.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he tried it down 2 and he got his testicles tickled. Oh no, got down 1. And this is a matchup too where Reptile has to be careful because he does have moves that are punishable by a lose stand 1. You got to keep in mind that he is one of those frame data demons in this game with that 6 frame stand 1.
You see Reptile.
No, we either got a quitality or a disconnect. I don't know. I'm assuming quitality. I'm assuming a disconnect. Sorry. Yeah, obviously it's a quitality either way. But we got an explosion. Oh, and we got an app crash on Rattlehead side.
Oh no!
Yo, my game completed crashed.
Oh no, the whole hill crashed. Then.
Oh no.
Button. New notification. PS5. Mortal Kombat.
You know what I'm saying, Sandbag? It was beefy. That back 2-3 was auga.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Okay, well it depends. So Rattlehead got kicked. Earshot, myself, and Shotta are still in here.
Oh wow. Okay, I just
it was
completely
you
got kicked.
and Cal, unfortunately. Yeah. So we could. That was still round 1, right? I don't believe we'd ended round 1 just yet.
That was round 1. It was close enough where you could kind of just give it to Jada if you wanted.
Okay.
Like the first, if you want to have them run it back and get
you did have the
Jada
life
first round.
Yeah.
It was like the combo he was doing was gonna finish that round.
Yeah. All right, we can restart that match. We can get Rattlehead back in here, and Cal, we're gonna.
Okay, send me an invite first before you send the match the competitors.
Jada, if you can hear us, can you AFK for a second? Let me see. Do I have this one? Hello? I don't. Okay. I was gonna try to yell at him in the game. You know what I'm saying, Sam? Back? That's that SRTV tech.
Got it.
Game 5. Yeah.
Is he able to AFK? Otherwise, it's gonna put Rattlehead into a match with him.
I mean, worst case, he could just beat him up and then brag about it, I guess, you know?
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, because Rattlehead's in here already. It's not worth the thing if we can just get...
Oh, yeah, I can't go AFK. Yep. Okay. I can beat her up.
How dare you?
Beat him up. Beat him up. Yes, if we could get Cal back in here, we'll be solid.
Okay. All right, Shotta, if you're in the chat, is that Shotta, right? Yeah, it's Shotta. Okay. If you're in the chat, just down to me, and then because I couldn't go AFK.
Shotta, if you can hear us, beat him up, Shotta.
Yeah, just beat him. Just beat me up. Down 2.
Kill him, brother.
Go for it.
Okay. Cal is in here again.
Yeah, just down 2. Just down 2.
No, this fella's making beats.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it does sound like a beat, right? Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, get on that drum kit. So fill that out.
All right, down to me. Let's go. Boom.
Here, me and Rattlehead. Okay.
Hey, let's go. Drumsticks, let's go.
Oh fuck! How do you do it? I forgot.
Don't forget, do you know your pedals? Oh, ooh, yo! Shout out to Kev, he's a drummer. All right, let's go.
All right, matchup time, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let me go. There we go. We are back.
We are back.
All right, so how we doing this though? Because facts. We can run the whole match if you guys want though, because or otherwise.
I mean, it's either Shotta takes the first round or we just start it from scratch. Those are the two options. I'm fine with either.
I'd say just start from scratch, just because it was random. All
right, so we'll start from scratch.
All right, started from
Go
scratch,
AFK,
guys.
Rattle?
Yes, I'm AFK.
Okay.
All right, fellas, lock us in.
Lock us in. Go for it.
End gardens. Day.
Yeah, started from scratch.
Mission Academy. Target and Poly. Corrupted Forest. Tomb of the Dragon. Havoc Citadel. Random Arena. Night Market. The Hourglass. Treasure Chamber. Smelter on.
All right, where are we going?
Day. The Gateway. Night. Chaosium. Night.
The Chaosium.
Oh, he's taking us to the Chaosium.
Astra is still a demon.
Don't we all have a demonic side?
All right, fight for Lord Havoc.
Fight.
Shot again, starting off with the round start jump, trying to get over that potential frostbite again. No, he back to it. He just punched Frost right in the. I don't want to say where she got punched.
Listen, they all saw it.
I just hope that armor's thick, man. Oh my god, every single so Cal has just been trying so hard to get a back forward 2 off, and he has run into a projectile every single time. Oh, but he has him in the corner. This is Opti situation for Reptile. This is the dream. Oh, catches the Frost. Okay, this might be Comeback City. Hold on. With the down 2.
Oh, that
Death throws under. Oh, this. The down 2 again. It is the ultimate button in this matchup.
I'm telling you, that damage, it adds up. 28% is may as well have been a combo here.
Okay, again, going with the 1-1 acid spit.
Okay, and these staggers. Oh, that beat! It's
Yeah,
back.
he did it again. I mean, it's great too because it's also a very strong deterrent for death roll, right? Like, Reptile cannot do his armored back forward 4 through that. It will armor break him.
Yes, because of the multi-hitting properties.
And the startup on that move is like 30 frames from Reptile. It's really good in neutral, but it's horrible like on Oki. If they're prepped to armor break you, you get clipped out every single time. All right, gets to stand 3. I don't know if that's what he was fishing for, but it's what he got. Oh, he had a punish opportunity there, and again he was too slow. Oh,
There's
he
the
catches him
Frost.
with Frost, and he's got that fatal. Oh, he chucked it up. Oh, you hear that, fella? Hold block. No! But it hit!
Then beams his eye lasers through their skull.
So now Shotta back on the board.
Kang rapidly kicks the victim into the air, shattering their ribs. He blasts
Fella said, go ahead, run it
the
back.
wall
It's
and
2-2.
massively
Finish him.
Finish him, he shall.
He's gonna catch us up. Sean now tying it up.
Liu Kang wins.
All right, so potentially coming into the last match here.
L1 button /L1 button navigate cross button select.
Yeah, every single bit of that up and close personal neutral was just locked down with the lemon pepper steppers. Oh, just pap. Just sprinkle a little pep on them.
Shield fighter. Lucan. Reptile.
I don't anticipate a change happening here.
Liu Kang.
Sub-Zero. Remake.
Sub-Zero.
No, we got one. Unless this was accidental, this is the sub pick.
Jenna Cage.
All right.
Jenna Cage. Jax. Frog. Sector. Sonya. Sector.
No, this looks locked in.
Kino. Cyrax.
I'm too old for this lingo. Come on, Ray, you got this.
Serena.
Cyrax. Kino.
You don't max Skibbity in a jelk sesh, brother?
Corrupted Forest. Day. Targeted Colony. Day. Wuxi Academy. Temple of the Karavala. Wuxi Academy.
Whoa, she
The
a
Sub-Zero switch here. So now the question is, how much counter zoning
Blame only yourself.
are we going to see from this team? Sit behind Ice Clone, then throw out Ice Carpet, and then jump in for confirm. Dive kicks, also imperative to look out for.
fight.
And nothing but air on that jump in. Oh, there's the slide. Punish.
Sean with the down two. Again, still checking out these projectiles, but there's Cal with the slide to get under. Oh, he trying to throw out the Sub-Zero overhead.
Not
But
quite
just cannot
close
find his
enough.
target, yeah. Showing Kano the deterrent here. That's a punish opportunity, but he can't detect it.
Timing is everything with those punishes, and Cal here is going to learn the hard way.
Oh, he wasn't close enough. He tried to throw him as a response, but he wasn't close enough. And I like this amplified back forward 3 from Lu too. It's non-committal. He's in the middle of a press. That's gonna hit.
Punches the victim
And if
airborne,
first you
then
don't
yanks
succeed,
the
try a
tail.
second time. That time it works.
Sub-Zero slides on ice shards
The
with
Sub-Zero
stab up
Serena
through
combo. Everybody
the
thought this was the romance couple until
down
Sector
with an
came
ice
out.
warhammer.
Ah, yes.
Oh, but it's not over. They were sitting around. I think they thought it was done.
Assume so.
No.
How I finish this is
And it cost them the round.
Unfortunately, it did. Yes, Shotta sitting on match point there.
And I understand too, because just as a spectator, I thought that fatal blow was going to kill also. But
Yeah,
they sat
I-
around waiting for an audio cue and they didn't get it.
It can be so deceiving.
Okay, they try to play footsies in the air. Sean wins that exchange.
Oh,
Throws him out of slide. Oh my god.
stops an amplified move there with the Serenas afterwards.
Yeah, and didn't get the pickup though. That's a tough one too, because Serena cameo gives you like 8 minutes to confirm. You have to be on the money with that.
Oh no, another one.
Yeah, now this is just a manner of chip. And Sean is very aware of this. He's just looking for it, finds it.
Very good. Liu Kang gonna celebrate that win.
3-2 victory here.
Our
Sean
first
gonna
game
take that.
5. Yes, going in Sean's favor. Congratulations.
So that's going to move Cal down the loser side again in Group C. Down but not out.
Cross button select.
Sean securing his spot on winner side.
Very good.
Now we get to move on to finish off Group C. Blind Press going to be taken on Ray.
If you both may exit the King of the Hill, actually,
And Blind better have
Yeah.
gotten that coffee.
yeah.
It's time, Queen. We gave you time.
And
All
invites
right.
have been sent out to both Blind Press and to Ray. We do have our players in the building.
Rattlehead, Blind is on the left side, Ray on the right.
Ashra.
Blind Press going with the Ashra pick.
I like this. And of course, Ray, we already saw this Raiden Serena combination from before. I don't imagine he's going to stray far from it. Ashra potentially getting more use out of Serena than Raiden does, to be fair. A lot more disjoints to work with. As good as forward 4 is it better than a disjointed sword? Is it better than getting to sit behind her, if I'm not mistaken, down forward 1?
Cyrax. Serena. Darius. Serena.
Yeah, not to mention the range on all the other sword moves that you started to mention there. They are quite far-reaching. Many times they're going to probably snipe Raiden out of the sky or even from getting close to him there.
Has been so generous.
Yeah, I think one of the interesting things in this matchup is going to be their strategy for evasiveness, right? Because Ashra has her little like armored teleport move that people have a hard time punishing. And Raiden always has access to kind of just jumping out of the way and Supermaning to the other side of the screen. So there can be a lot of hoopla in terms of just like, I don't want to be here situations from them.
And there's that low hit confirm.
The classic strat from him, round start, teleport, forward 4. And he's taking the full route off of this. Starting off with a 41% burger.
Yeah, moving Astra to the corner there.
And yeah, Blind is like, I don't know if she's getting this accidentally or if she's trying to make an up block read in a lot of situations. Armors herself out.
Oh, couldn't get the anti-air hit confirm there, unfortunately.
Oh, the overhead not working. Nice poke under the Serena.
Yes.
You got to keep in mind, Astra's another one of those characters. Like Serena in the beginning of the game was a big deterrent, but a lot of characters have easy answers to her. Astra, that down forward 3, gets her right out of harm's way.
Blind press could be refusing to go down here.
Oh, gets caught with it. Yeah, with the low. It's so hard to avoid.
Yeah, I think the instinct is when is the overhead coming, but you forget that it's a splat. It doesn't lead to combos unless under very like specific situations.
Yep, and right now just going to continue to try to keep bullying here in the corner. Here's the pickup. And one of the great benefits for Raiden in a situation like this, with his routing off of Serena, is if you get that confirm in the corner, it really doesn't change his route much. You do the exact same thing.
Right. And a comfortable life lead on Ray's part here.
Yeah, and so this up block issue is really what's costing Blind a lot, because it's left her so susceptible to these lows, which is just, it's Ray's bread and butter. He's fishing for it the whole time, and if you're up blocking, it's just free. As long as he's close enough, he's going to get it every time.
Not to mention, it probably, I don't know if the low starters do additional damage on up block punishes, but certainly throws do.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's also remember too that this match is deciding who will move on to the winner side top 8 for this pool.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's Blind Press had really, really solid moments here when she was kind of able to get out of Ray's shenanigans in the corner. Really was able to get her footing going offensive wise. It's just a matter of slowing down his offense to get the opportunity to get hers going. And a lot of it has to be that defensively, she's got to give up on this up block lead.
Round 1, fight.
Sends out to Serena, it connects.
There's that low connector. Astra in the corner.
Ray so far sticking to mostly his same offensive pattern. Has been working wonders for him. Here's the pickup from Blind Press. Into Serena again. Oh, just a little too far. Oh, but she manages to armor break the Superman.
Just enough hits.
But Ray just wiggles himself out, gets his confirm again.
Yeah. And each time that damage is delivering.
Oh, beautiful attempt at a conversion. Unfortunate it dropped out. She's going to dark mode here. She says, sorry, sir. My iPhone's too bright.
Yeah, Ray utilizing the gravity on those jumps to get out of every situation there for a combo.
Armor again, saving her. Nice clip here. And now Blind Press has to be a little more careful. She's landing these Serena confirms, but it's just a little too short on her dash up before the forward 4. Oh, with a block there. She's got to identify that punish opportunity. Blocking Superman is so big.
Opened up by the overhead here.
Looking to
could
close
very well
out.
be death. Oh, that almost was a conversion. Crazy.
And the throw, and this is the thing, I wouldn't put it against him that he's just looking for the up block now.
I am the calm before the storm.
Brutality.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that with Raiden, even if you up block that overhead, you're not getting much off of it. It's 2 hits. So you're only up blocking the first hit. The second one comes out so fast that you can't interrupt it anyway, so he's still safe. Can very much keep his turn or just block and wait for you to punish or try to do something unsafe yourself.
Yeah, it's one of the most annoying aspects of it because you know it's coming. I mean, the biggest thing you can do, I think, is like try to just interrupt it with a stand one or a down one. You
Right,
can catch
yeah.
him before the rest of the cartwheel comes out.
Smelter on.
But that only works for so long. Once you start going through the layers, it starts becoming really easy for Raiden to kind of bait you
Day.
from that by just committing to something else to close that gap,
Storm. Day.
or
Yes.
just not following through.
Forest.
Is living in Earthrealm all you'd hoped?
That's where the mind games turn crazy.
Like I have
So
actually seen, I've seen when Raiden Kano was like the big tech. Raiden used Kano to kind of cover that gap.
Yeah. I think you can still do some of that.
I would imagine so. I don't think that's the aspect of the team that got nerfed. Oh, see, look, he does the throw punish. He catches the up block here. Now
it
blind
is.
press holding 20% for that throw. Wake up,
Oh,
Serena.
Not able to break the armor.
No way. She tries to armor out and she gets caught in the electromagnetic storm. Oh, beautiful conversion here from blind press. Yeah, managed to force her turn with the down one. Converts
life.
this time. Oh, she went for that overhead a little too early. It's still very possible here. She just needs to connect with something. Gets caught with the low again.
This is your last stand.
And Ray now sitting on match point.
The thing is, press is giving me a lot of hope here. Those like 10 seconds of sequencing alone. Nice gut check with the knee. It's getting a bit of the corner carry here. I think she's starting to realize that she can jail Ray, that he's kind of not to sound offensive, but he's kind of just bashing in some situations, and she's starting to check
Yeah.
it.
He's certainly got the aggression factor going, but it's worked out every single time that he's woken up. It's stopped any aspect of momentum going on in blind press's favor.
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, this has been it every time. If she can connect it down one, she can basically get her route guaranteed because he's not going to respect it. And now the full conversion in a fatal blow.
All right. What are we looking at here? 40%?
Impales the victim with a bladed wing, then her wings break into dozens of feather
see, it's
knives.
gonna-
She slashes
maybe a little
with her
more?
wrist as the knives pierce them.
Oh, 46! Oh, they trade armors here. He catches the low again. She doesn't have the armor to break, and he's gonna get the pickup. In this arena again. What are you trying to do, Ray? You gonna turn into an Ewectwick eel? He's gonna turn into an Ewectwick eel. He loves this.
Flooding them with electricity.
Yeah, get off of me,
Their
you
head
nasty.
erupts in a fountain of blood, spewing bits of skull and brain.
Animality.
For blind press, I will tell you something. I have one more chance. No, I think that's it. That's 3-0. Ready, as we plan to progress here. So we should be looking
Yes.
at Liu Kano versus Raiden Serena. This is going to be interesting, again, in the way that cameos are going to be a big part of this neutral here. Because you're going to have Liu begging for those stray Kano knives. Just in every situation that he can get them. And forward 4 also going to be a big button for both of these competitors. The armor breaking properties of Liu's. The mind game that you get off of the string. The deterrent, using that to knock the opponent away to go back into zoning, and then of course with Ray, that really elusive low kick, that hit confirm. Never fails.
Raiden.
It's really good.
We've got a Ray on the. Oh no, never mind. You got it. Never mind, Rattlehead. I'll never doubt you again.
Serena.
Ray's combos are the biggest threat that he has going for him because not only is he so elusive in the way that he's maneuvering around the screen to constantly try to avoid getting caught,
Pass this test.
any stray hit is like he's confirming straight into 40% every time minimum.
Prove worthy of the
Yes.
Even when he's readjusting his route for like 1-2 in the corner, just confirming into 40%.
Well, and also, none of his opponents have yet to contest him on the defensive. So far, we've just seen him take those big chunks of damage out of their opponent's health. But here we go. Liu Kang having the potential to deal just about as much damage in return.
We'll see if he gets the opportunity to do so. It's
Yeah.
also, we'll see if he follows suit when it comes up, but it's also been raised. He's a big fan of getting Oki in the corner and then just neutral jumping over whatever might happen. See, here he goes again, and he has that confirmed plan. If he hears that jump kick land, here he goes again. 1-2.
And there's the
1-2.
pattern.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like a lot of the competitors have kind of caught on to the fact that he's been doing it, but they keep trying to contest it. This is a very hard move to anti-air. And I think it's part of the reason that Blind Press was so committed to like up blocking in the corner, but once Ray realized she was doing that, he just stopped. Here he goes on the offensive again. Into the route. 1-2.
And the breakaway does not want to deal with that jump kick.
Oh, gets down 2 here from Sean. Oh yeah, that's the thing, is you want to punish that string, but Serena does protect it a little. Oh, Sean is just sitting on Death's door. Went for the throw. Ray was nowhere to be found. And this, oh, now he's all up in his guts. It's non-consensual.
I'm sorry it came to this.
And Ray emerging.
Raiden wins.
Again, victorious at the beginning of this set here.
Gonna go up 1 game over Sean.
Now, here's my thing too, right? We saw kind of like a similar momentum shift potentially in Sean's last match versus Cal, where Cal's offense was kind of throwing Sean for a loop in the beginning. And as soon as Sean was able to kind of take in what was going on and feel a little bit of that offense, he was very quick to adapt and start slowing down that pace. So there's a chance that he can do it here. He just needs to figure out where the moment is to start asserting himself. And then the zoning game gets very devious. It will also, more than likely, the way that Ray's been playing, start forcing Ray to feel like he has to commit to the teleport all the time. And if he's committing to that teleport, Lou is also a character that benefits greatly off of landing non-committal direction 1-2 or 1-1, whatever it is for him, and getting a full pickup off of it.
Yeah,
So
the key is going to be that
that.
distance, closing that distance. I think some of the trades there with the 1-2 starters is they don't have as much distance. A lot of these moves, especially for Raiden, have been super successful because of the distance that they travel. Whether it's that low starter or whether even that kick on the forward on that forward kick, have really nice distances. So he's throwing them out and letting them connect too with how well they travel across the screen.
Yeah, and you have to think even something as simple as like Raiden's 1-2, right? Non-committal, easily hit confirmable, nice check just to kind of feel out where your opponent is, and he advances forward as he's doing the string.
Yes, that second hit does carry him.
Teleport into the forward 4 into electromagnetic storm.
There's the overhead. Corner City. And a decisive life here.
Yep, 41% every time. And this, again, the pattern. Neutral jump, kick, here's it land, confirm. Rinse and repeat. And I'm of a similar mindset as Ray. If it's working, I'm not going to stop doing it until it stops working. Like, it's... Why
Indeed.
would I... And it's also right because there are some competitors that get frustrated, right? Like, oh, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. There's a chance that I have layer 2. I'm not going to show it to you until I need it. Like,
yes, it is up to you in that case, you, my opponent, to get me to that next layer if you're able to. Raiden here, though, shutting down all hope for Liu Kang in this next game, going up 2 games.
and again, the electric eel. There's nothing this fellow loves more than an animality. And as destructive as that one is, we still got one more game that Ray has to try to get through. Don't count Sean out yet.
Raiden wins.
There have been several instances where Sean has been able to get that back 2-3 launcher from Liu Kang, those 2 strikes, put him in the air, and then unfortunately the drop that happens afterward has been punished every single time, and we see just Raiden taking absolute control after that. So it remains to be seen if Sean can land some of those combos he was doing earlier against Cal and see if they're able to close out some of these rounds just to even up some of these games here.
Yeah, and this is one of the things you've got to be very careful with too in an environment like this. Like, well, with a competitor like this, I'd say more aligned to. Ray is gonna wake up swinging every time. Like, we noticed that. Remember, Blind Press's main success against him in those later rounds. I'm actually very curious how that set would have gone if she had a couple more opportunities to sort it out. Came from simply landing a down one just to cut something off, and then immediately enforcing something that needed to be blocked off of the advantage frames on hit. Every single time Ray was pressing something. There's a very telling strategy there that other competitors can take advantage of that just no one else other than Blind has managed to sort out yet. She's probably the main competitor that has fought Ray so far that came in with a consistent strategy for him. Try to up block the jump in the corner. The problem was Ray adapted to that very fast, but at least it was shown, right? I know he's going to neutral jump when I get up. I'm going to try to up block it and get a punish and jail off my down one. And they were both very effective strategies for her.
I will speak to him, Lord Liu Kang.
Liu Kang can make, if Liu Kang lands a down one and you don't want to hold that, you know, like he can make that hurt.
For sure. And yeah, we see the corner carry.
And Blind Toes, you could back me up here, but nobody's watching their feet against Raiden here. Just the neutral jump. Okay, nice. A little more patience from Sean in the corner here. And so this is telling too, right? So Ray went for that neutral jump scenario again in the corner. It got blocked. He immediately went into 4-4. That's very slow on startup. That can be contested by almost anything.
Nevertheless, not enough to count him from trying it over and over here, leading him to a match point situation.
All right, yeah, look, Sean was able to land that down one there, but wasn't close enough. He also went for a throw, which I think is a little... I would try to either check it with a stand one or a quicker mid. I think back two would be fine enough.
Yeah, I think the instinct there is preemptive. Like, if it connects, I get the throw, you get knocked down for some 12%. If it doesn't connect, I'm gonna press it again. So you see him doing a lot of these stagger buttons, hoping for the best, hoping to stay alive here.
Yeah, look, he was tap dancing on him a little bit again there with those forward fours from Sean. Trying to be careful. And Ray at distance is a threat too, because you never know when the teleport's coming. You never know when the Superman's coming.
And right as you say so, the
Superman... we're going to see electric eel again. You guys think he memorized this?
Flooding them with electricity.
You think he practiced this input?
Oh, it's muscle memory there, yes.
All right, and that
are those
is
just
going...
directional inputs, or do they actually
for
have
most characters, yes. So for a lot of them, it's like down, 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 down. For some of them, it's back, forward, back, forward. Like I have a friend that will try to like teabag or shimmy at the end to troll. And I think like for Homelander, it activates his animality. He's getting confused. Like,
yeah.
All right, but that is going to move Ray on as the main competitor.
Okay.
Coming out
so now,
of Pool C.
Yes. Now, truly, sir, you are in the top 8 in your pool for Pool C.
So Group A, the next match we should have running in order should be Sean Slayer versus Rattlehead. Let's move us over here. This matchup is done. Maybe you want to look up that little bit of information and get that locked in. Donate to the pod if you're feeling so generous. Rattlehead picking Melina, so we're clearly rooting against them, right?
I don't know about that.
No. Going to say it was on Melina. It was. Oh, you know what?
It was.
He heard about the queevage. He heard about the queevage and just wanted to hook up some homies for entertainment value. Oh, Scorpion Farrah. Yeah, I've heard about EX racism with this team. So prepare yourself, ladies and gentlemen.
How are you like a scorpion?
I have its strength and its sting.
Round 1.
And we have a return of the Ashra pick. Instant overhead confirmed.
All right, Sean Slayer starting off strong with the Ashra. But one of the problems with this Scorpion Farrah team is that you can not only play it like ridiculously safe almost the entire time, because Scorpion is just, he's actually just an atrocious troglodyte in neutral. It's ridiculous. But it's also now full screen mix along with like practically a full screen low into Farrah slide, into overhead, into teleport, into overhead, into slide, into it's just, and it never stops.
Yeah, the layers. It's going to be up to Asha to get that damage on the board. Prevent as many of those mix-ups as possible. Nevertheless, here we go.
And I think if we're going to talk
sequence here on knockdown may do it.
Not just the forward throw. Scorpion competitive, probably honestly one of the most interesting competitive characters as far as his tier placements. in NRS history. MK9, you know, kind of like Rattlehead's peak, right? As far as like being introduced to the scene as a competitor. Scorpion 5-5 across the board against every character. You just drown him in the same vortex. And he was literally 5-5 because if they guessed right, they were out. If they guessed wrong, you win. No.
Right.
You take him into MKX, turn on infrared, now everybody else is blind, you know? So you get to pull them into your world a little bit, little Daredevil style.
Right, yeah.
Then you have a couple of... He's been mostly like an annoying neutral character in this game, but the addition of cameos have made him just like a really, really pain in the ass deterrent for the majority of the roster, right? Like we've had Scorpion Striker that's just been death spin into Striker nades. He's never punishable, and Farah might be one of the most even Scorpion Jax at some point was like ridiculous. Scorpion Farah might be the most obnoxious this character has ever been.
Yeah, certainly giving him a lot of mileage there for every touch that you saw. The spear hit confirms spear being ever as quick as it was, and I think MK11 just comes out so fast, grabs you. You could be ducking it, you stand right back up and get snagged, and then comboed the way that Rattlehead was doing just moments ago there.
And now Sean immediately looking around the roster, he's taking it over to Smoke.
Oh yeah,
he's going Smoke's Arena.
Havoc Citadel.
Bihan owed you his respect.
Now we'll see too, because of course, like this could be just a matchup of. I mean, Rattlehead hasn't gone nuts with the tellies as of yet. Smoke's usually more inclined to do so. But if you've got that cancel pressure down,
right as you say so.
And here we go into confirm. Now this is the classic, right? This is almost like from Smoke's Arena. It's like we're taking a glimpse right back into the beginning of this game's meta, right? Like how much of Combat League was just Smoke's Arena, Smoke's Arena, Smoke's Arena. And still effective to this day. I mean, look at how it's working out for Sean so far, sitting on a ridiculous life lead, but Rattlehead here about to work his way back.
Yeah, this is kind of what we saw in the previous game in the round.
Oh my god, that is so dirty. It's like, I know this team, I haven't seen it that often. Yeah. I know like what it's capable of. Dude, ending that combo and then immediately having them hold, say, 50-50 mix. And he's gonna loop it again. Gut checks him. Oh my god, that stagger game into the throw. There's a reason Rattlehead is so known in this community, man.
Round 2.
Yeah, he's worked for it. Here we go. In the next round here, Smoke trying to get out of that situation. He's gonna get launched.
Now it's a confirm. Isn't that ridiculous? And now it's a confirm. Remember when you were like the GOAT if you did that and you did like preemptive Scorpion cameo? Because you were like, oh, I knew it was gonna. He uplocked the 4-3-2.
Ready. You see that working here. He's ready.
It's not even being preemptive with that. It's just not fearing the potential of mix. Like Smoke can kill you for doing that, you know? And Rattlehead again, he's doing such a good job like gut checking, especially with this new Scorpion string, right? Less committal. And does the uplock again. So Sean's really got to consider how much he wants to commit to that 4-3-2. If I can't pat myself on the back, I've had a clip before of like up-blocking a Scorpion, up-blocking a Smoke player that did that to me in Combat League while he was invisible. They can't help it. It's so obvious. You don't even have to see this fella and you know it's coming.
I mean, it's such a good, on the surface, it's such a good string when it does connect. It's one of his best hit confirms there if he's doing the smoke cancels or if he's doing any other cameo follow-up. But yeah, every time it gets up blocked, it's just punish city every single time. And he's 2 for 2 on those punishes going into this next game. We'll see if Sean Slayer does make that adjustment. He has been jumping around the board, picking different characters. So we've yet to even know if the adjustment takes place or if he's just going to go back to someone
else. Switching again, and yeah, that makes me nervous when you have a competitor that dances around like that. I feel like there was really easy smoke strategies you could use to shut off some turns from Rattlehead defensively, right? Like if he's going to keep up blocking on that 4-3-2, that 4-3 stagger into throw is beefy because he's up blocking anyway. He's kind of like full committed to that. Nice chunky throw damage from him. I've seen other competitors do it into like down back 4. I've seen them smoke cancel into 4-3 again just to catch the low the second time. The Reiko can be treacherous here. It's really Scorpion's mobility that's going to scare me a lot for Sean here, trying to like zone away or play a command ground game against a character as elusive as Scorpion.
Right. No, it looks like Sean Slayer's strategy has been to bank on the element of surprise, and we saw sort of Rattlehead using the first round to adapt in every game, and then catching up towards the end of each round, taking the game. And now similar things happening with the Reiko pick here.
It kills me too because a second before that, Rattlehead chose to do nothing, like preemptively waiting for Sean to throw out that armored tackle, and then the second after he did it, it's like such a good timing from Sean. All right, here's the pull here. Gut checks him. He tried to go for an amplified back forward 2 for those shurikens. Did not have time. There is a bit of cook time on that if you have a competitor right in your face, and Rattlehead is just, yeah, he's just vortexing with the Scorpion. He's actually making me want to play this. He's making this team look so entertaining.
Reiko fighting to get out of that situation.
Catches him with the overhead. And he's gonna, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for brutality again. Yeah, he's incineration. And that is 3-0 on the board for Rattlehead.
Lights
gonna be
up
moving
for
forward. Where's my nicer pen? I put it here. Okay. All right. So we did have a note from Blind Buddha in the chat asking, stating that Vision is asking if we can switch the order of pools so that he can play later.
What pool is he in? He's pool B.
Yeah, he would be in the pool after this.
Okay, so he wants to.
I'll ask Buddha how much time do you think he needs?
Because we can run his opponent. There are other matches we can run from that pool. If that works.
Whew, okay, that worked. That worked out.
Yes.
That worked
Yeah,
out.
he did it.
Oh my god, that worked out.
We made it through with commentary and ear and all.
Rattlehead ahead here. Now, next matchup up on the docket is going to be Sins versus JP.
Ooh,
Hey.
Hey.
Invites are forthcoming. Sir Rattlehead, please, AFK.
I did.
Excellent.
Okay, now I'm going to leave your remote desktop alone.
All right. I appreciate Kevin for
Yeah.
the backup. Let's go.
Yeah, when you need me to take, when you play again, I'll take it back
Right on,
over.
right
But
on. Thank you.
Blind Press taking it over Ohio.
Okay.
So is that going to lead her into a run back opportunity? I want to know who put her down. No, but she gets a chance to get. She's got a pretty good chance against Sean. That's very doable. That's very doable.
They're gonna get their last showdown here. If
So yeah, Group C, it's Ray on winner's side, and it's either gonna be Shotta Sean, just for the difference between Sean and Sean Slayer. It's either gonna be Shotta Sean or Blind Press coming out of that on loser's side.
So Press and Shotta, if you want to play your set off stream for any time constraints reasons, please do so. The plan is to try and squeeze you back in after we've gotten through all of the winner side matches on stream.
Okay, and I believe JP and Sins are in here set up. JP is on player one side.
All right. Cool. All right.
Okay. We can get this party started.
Do I still play? You have to play Press Shotta Sean, and then you are done for the night regardless. If you win that match, you make it into tomorrow. If you lose that match, you're done. I didn't mean to say you're done so aggressively, but but you know what's at stake.
What was the score? Blind Ohio Gamer versus Blind Press?
Let me recite it right now. Blind Press 130.
Okay.
But it's been score reported already.
Yeah, I'm just updating the accessible version of the bracket.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Sins is going to be an interesting one for me. Also, Sins, if you can hear us, you can un-AFK. We're ready for you. Devora player in MK11. So as I was mentioning earlier when we started the stream up, going to be a fan of the teleport game. It's a little too obvious in how he likes to approach offense, right? Similar strategy for a lot of the blind FGC as far as like using some similar sort of move to track your opponent. But I've been told in this game he's a Kenshi player, and I'm seeing Kenshi on the screen. So it's going to be interesting watching the change in strategy. One of the benefits with Kenshi is once your opponent is in front of you, you're kind of just looking to get them to block something, right? Especially if they're unsure of what they're blocking, and with as strong as like Kenshi Striker is now, Kenshi Sub I think is the other one. There's also like sleeper woke picks you could do. Like almost every cameo is just how does it get him into Sento, right? So since it's gonna have a really easy strategy here, get in front of my opponent, get them sandwiched in between Sento, and then just get nutty. And then we have a Scorpion Serena from the side of JP here. Again, a lot of combat lead in the beginning of this game. Season 1, a lot of smoke Serena, Scorpion Serena, pick your favorite ninja, put Serena on it, and it was a package that was ready to go. It's just easy hit confirms, and she nets great damage for everybody.
Easy bake oven.
Easy bake oven. It's not going to be as strong as Scorpion Pharah, but it is going to tout a little more consistency as far as your ability to just kind of like, just like this, right? Just check them in neutral. And I like this like little introduction of the unblockable burn coming from JP here, right? You can't just sit there. At some point, you have to deal with me.
It is a low.
Oh, is it? Can you actually just block the fire?
I believe so.
That honestly gets me mad.
It's deceiving, but yes, if you stand there and block low, you might be able to hold on.
All right, we'll see. And lucky for him, he puts on Sub-Zero right after that. Now, here's my other question, because I don't play Scorpion myself. Does it count as a projectile? Like, will it shred sub-armor?
That's a good question. Well, I don't know the answer to that.
I guess we'll see when the interaction happens. Yeah. Since it's going to be looking for it at distance, right? You're going to want to put that armor on to deal with a couple of tools.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, catches him with the overhead. I have never seen a Kenshi actually have to resort to mix this hard. Like, oh, but gets caught with just an easy check into death spin.
JP holding on to that round, yes.
Okay, and now it's just trying to like work out distance, right? Okay, so he's done far Sento slash. I'm going to call it the little far-reaching overshed. So you have a little bit of an idea of where he is. The problem is that he's hitting a lot of strings on block and kind of just sending out sub in hopes that he hit, instead of really being able to hit confirm it.
Yeah, that's
get under a Scorpion Spear here. Here's the setup. He's got it. And now here comes the Sento pressure. Oh, and he just checks him into the telly. Sends Sento right back. He does wake up spear.
It's so fast. It really is that fast. That people. Yeah.
The problem is, and guys, never take my laughter as disrespect. I'm so entertained by shit like that because I do shit like that. It's
yeah. No,
it speaks to me on like a caveman level. I can't stop it. The down one checks. Yeah, jailing has been so effective for so many competitors in this environment. You have to respect getting down one.
Finish him.
For sure, and we're gonna close out that game, giving JP the first win over Sims.
Rattlehead, you little sneaky. JP is crazy. We see you. He wrote him down on the scoreboard as JP, and I just noticed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Khaos Kenshi with a mohawk is definitely an aesthetic decision. I will agree with that. Most of the Khaos skins are kind of like, what are we doing? But, you know, I guess if it's the environment of living in the Khaos realm and just going, how can I
You gotta fix that, man.
just be absolutely dripless? No, I think he did it on purpose.
Oh my goodness, this guy. Going in again with the Kenshi here.
Oh,
you saw JP. Yeah,
JP definitely did his Twitch drops. Like I see, he's got the purple Sowina.
Who was it that
oh yeah, those are musts. Just hang around, watch a little something, and collect.
Round one, fight.
Okay, they're boxing a little bit here.
Yeah.
And Sins was a little preemptive here, but manages to get the Sub-Zero here for the confirm and gets the combo conversion that he dropped last time. Here's the Kenshi combo down, hitting him for a 43 burger. And now you are sandwiched. And this is tough for Scorpion too, right? Doesn't have the quickest armor move to get out of this. It's not the answer, right? Like the Kenshi Sento sandwich just kind of negate almost all armors in the game, but you have more of an opportunity if you have a faster armor on the off chance that the Kenshi mistimes their offense than you do with a slower one.
Right.
I know as Reptile, I hate being drowned in there. And the
Moving in.
sub-armor just ignoring the Serena rings.
But not the spear. Jumping
Now
away
JP
here, creating distance.
Trying to work this out again. Yep, no, he definitely blocked it. And I think it counts as a projectile too because he didn't block the second one. And was fine. And I like this from JTP too, right? Notice that Sins was a little too content to sit at full screen and just sent out Serena and said, cool, just don't have meter then. Like something is going to happen to you full screen if you're just going to sit there.
Really a fan of those throws from up close. Once Sins closes out the distance, he's going to get the Sub-Zero again.
Oh, but mistimed his combo. One of the best things too was Sin actually, I don't know if he was aware of it, jumped in to get after JP and managed to jump right over the flame. And caught him, just dropped his confirm. Oh, and the wake up here. This is big.
Keeping his turn. Oh, fights for it.
Now the thing that gets me nervous for Matrix is that Sins is still sitting on Fatal Blow, so a good confirm into this. Yeah, he's got a break. Could be round stealing. It was a little too far on that jump.
Okay, 1 round each here.
Nice patience too. Sins is starting to realize that he's got to be a little more careful at full screen distance. Oh, catches him. Hold on. Gets caught with his spear though. And now he's going to break.
And all the spears here getting blocked or turning into combos.
This isn't outside of not being able to have Brigger. This isn't the end of the world for Sins because he hasn't been hyper reliant on meter so far.
Yeah.
Like it's just fish that hit and get Sub-Zero out. It's just he needs something to close the gap, and meter doesn't even really solve that for him. He could try to go for like EX run, but I mean Scorpion's just gonna spear that if he hears you footstepping over. With his little COD snipes here, he goes into the confirm, and now with no ability to break, this is
the uppercut
much
ender.
damage. We're doing side switch down twos, JP? You doing a boodle? No, we're not doing a boodle. We're just finishing the route. All right, that's gonna put JP up 2 on the board over Sin so far.
Yeah, JP showing
one more?
maximum comfort there. Yes, one more game to bring
one more,
him to
and we
that
come up on a big Scorpion mirror. Big Scorpion mirror, potentially. Depends on when these fellas don't like mirrors, man. You know, but like, but who's gonna take a step back first?
Well, since it's got some decisions to make here for sure.
And this is the thing too, like Kenshi has a surprising range of cameo utility, but I feel like Sins is just so locked on this Sub-Zero pick, and these matchups haven't been horrible for him. It's kind of been a matter of just like closing out. He's taking too much damage on his approach. And he's mitigated some of that in the second game, but now he needs to figure out right now how to get that to stop and really push the pace with Sento. He got it out in a game 2, and it was all she wrote the second he started doing it, but he hasn't managed to reassert it since.
Why won't you help train the Tyro?
Yeah, and for the most part, JP's been letting Sins come to him, and you don't see too much reliance on running away with teleports or starting any of those unsafe moves per se, other than using Serena from far away or the spear on hit confirms here. Oh, the early drop.
Now, I will say too, like as a Quan player, the Kenshi matchup can be annoying, but there's definitely benefits you start learning to like putting him in situations where he has to chase after you.
Yes.
It's a real big deterrent for Kenshi when you have a character that doesn't really care about Sub-Zero and he has to close the gap, and you have somebody like Scorpion that can always contest them on his way in. And Serena's a good tool for that. I think the back 3, right, is his far-reaching low. The back 3 is wonderful for that.
Oh, just like shown there, proof of concept.
Mm-hmm. And it's mostly the fact that a lot of these tools for Scorpion can be reactive. Like you can kind of play chicken and Kenshi has to do something. And if he's going to pull the trigger first, you can kind of just answer what he does with your better option. JP showing great use of that here with his confirm. Going to dash in and close that gap for pressure. Animation's going to pull him back out. That's kind of the preference.
Fight.
Putting him on match point here.
And since Jumps gets caught with the Serena, luckily for him, he's not going to get speared in.
Not watching his toes.
Oh, that's what. Maybe the EX version is the unblocked one. Nice. Oh, manages to chunk himself through the spear there. And yeah, he's trying so cautiously in his approach.
And that quick rise is giving him all the damage that he needs to close this out.
Yeah, this should be all she wrote. JP gonna take it 3-0 over Sin. Oh, I think he went for the brutal there. I think he tried to split him in half. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to push Sins into the loser's side, and that's going to move JP forward, where he's now going to have to take on the ultimate and Rattlehead.
Okay.
Scorpion. Scorpion. Serena. The Pyrrha.
Were you also once Lin Kuei? I would never run with those dogs.
Okay, no, we're back.
Fight.
Starting off with that Serena.
All right, yes, but we are getting the Scorpion mirror that we were hoping for. Oh, sorry, I forgot ASMR mode. Now Rattlehead. 2 Scorpions in the wild.
And
fighting for territory. A female Scorpion in the distance, but they know she only has time for one mate. JP trying his best to eliminate Rattlehead, catches him with the confirm and is now using Serena for pressure. They're both continuously tossing spears at each other full screen. It's a spaghetti western in the animal kingdom.
Brought to you by Nat Geo.
And now the main problem is that while I'll never mind the mix, I was gonna say they're just revolver style, just shooting spears at each other. But JP also has the introduction of Serena. What's her friend to the battle? And now he's going to use her for the confirm. He is sitting on Fatal Blow. The question is, will he cash out? No, the side switch down too.
Yeah, he was ready. He's aware of the quick rise setups that JP's been doing. Immediately armors up.
That wake up armor from Rattlehead. Remember, insects have an exoskeleton, and so that armor is going to be very important as they battle. Which one of them has the strongest sting? JP now asserting his offense, trying to carry him over to the corner of the screen. Again with his side switch combo, is going to land his forward throw here. And at distance, the projectile game begins again. Spear after spear. But Rattlehead with the low interferer.
One more setup.
The overhead connects.
Okay, fighting for their turn here.
Who knew a Scorpion would take on so many tactics from a rattlesnake? Quiet in the neutral as he reaches out with the back 3. Farah, no, not even a reason to need to come out and do anything. The job was already done.
It's so good.
1 on the board.
Yes, 1 versus.
And we're getting the update in the background. Blind Press has officially made it into top 8 on loser's side.
Congratulations to Blind Press.
Sorting it out for Group C, we now have our 2 winners leaving. Ray on winner's side and Blind Press on loser's side. Going to be in our top 8 bracket for tomorrow. So again, if you guys are enjoying the show and you'd like an opportunity to watch these competitors again, they will be live, same time, same place tomorrow. Now, interesting, JP switching over to Kung Lao sector.
There's nothing you can do that I can't do better.
It won't take long to prove that claim
So where you
false.
saw a little bit of running away there with the Serena pick, now you're going to see some up close and personal action with that Kung Lao. Rattlehead, of course, with the advantage of that spear, gonna close all the distance. There's the wake up.
All right, the throw here from Rattlehead. Matrix has been pushing a little bit more P here with this team. This is going to be devious too, right? This mix in the corner from Lao is very oppressive. And now Sector forcing him to hold. Oki catches him with the low, and we're seeing a lot more success here with this team.
Fight.
Rattlehead a little bit of a drop there, but that full screen spear. Catches him slack.
What's the mix-up?
Oh, blocks the wake up. And Kung Lao sector is like, this is not a team where you're worried about like wake up, armored punch to confirm. You know, like now he's just working with a true armored wake up. Oh, and Rattlehead, I don't know. He might want to stay more committed to the overhead on the mix. It hasn't seemed to fail. JP at that distance just crouch block and got him out of the low Farah.
Fight.
Oh, the telepunch from Sector. Nice patience from Rattlehead, down one into the backdrop. Never mind, gonna do the throw combo with Farah. I forgot that was the thing.
That is indeed. Gonna scale a little bit here.
Yeah, but even still, like, it gives you like 25 damage. Like for a throw combo, that's so good.
It's very decent. And not to mention, Pharaoh's gonna come back here for the next mix-up.
Blocks the tele punch that time. Yeah, the spear's not gonna punish that fast enough. And he's fishing for something, catches him. Dude, and Rattlehead is just running a clinic right now. And it's interesting, the same mix again. It's just unstoppable. And JP's done so much better with the Kung Lao, but it's still very possible for him here. No, he wasn't ready for the Sector missile. He
Didn't
pressed
believe.
something and he's gonna get fataled.
Sector hovers in.
Oh, that's game 2. I could clock it in now. This isn't even down to mashing. That is just game 2
Kung Lao
JP.
slams the victim onto his hat as it spins on the floor. He rapidly pummels their chest as the hat grinds through their back.
One each.
Finish him.
We tie it up 1 each. Remember, there's only a spot for one of these competitors to come out on winner's side.
Yeah, that upper spot being so valuable in terms of not having to play as many matches to make
It
your way
means
all the way
everything in a top 8 environment like that. Having that extra buffer.
Yeah, JP showing that he's definitely got what it takes to take games off of a Scorpion main like Rattlehead here.
Yeah, well, it was the immediate switch too, right? Like we were saying
Yeah.
beforehand, that the mirror kind of introduces like a weird caveat in matchups like this. Because there's always that implementation of the fact that they kind of know the setups, right? And when you're running a team, it's, you know, I don't want to make it sound like, but it is what it is. When you're running a team as simple as Scorpion Serena, as far as their complexity versus the utility of something like Scorpion Farah and how much more it introduces, it's a lot easier to kind of try to like call out some of those exchanges, especially for somebody like Rattlehead that's been on this character since the game has come out. But now with this loss to the Kung Lao, Rattlehead making the switch, going over to the
So you were
Ashra.
a farmhand before this.
Oh man! All right, so
Came greatness.
again, it's down to who's going to adapt to the new situations first.
And we'll see. And I like this too. So at distance, and I think this is the better use of Serena, right? Like it's fine if Fish confirms because Ashra can pick up Serena ranks full screen. But just a nice, simpler, small projectile check sometimes is useful. But
yeah.
JP just does not care. He worked his way in, and he is
Oh,
chilling.
and he's got the life lead now too.
Oh my god, he threw hat and he evaded the forward 3 from Ashra. I think this is the big kicker too, right? I think a big reason Rattlehead made this switch was wanting to get out of that mixed scenario with Kung Lao in the corner. Kung Lao's not one of those characters that's really going to stop her wake up options.
There's the overhead confirmed.
Oh, he tries to do it again. Dude, JP keeps like barely squeaking out of these scenarios. And the down one check from Rattlehead. I'm telling you, these competitors, if they landed down one, hold that block button, man.
Fight.
It's so fast on recovery too. You have like a split second to know whether it's connected or not. If you hear the sound go off, you're like, "Was that me? Was that the opponent? What's happening?" Yeah. It's literally snap decision making.
Oh, and this is just shifted. Like it's like the North and South Pole have just gravitationally shifted with the momentum flip here from Rattlehead.
Back and forth. Here we go.
Oh my god, he jumped out of the Oki setup. Nice.
There's the overhead connect.
Yep. Oh, he's trying to get sneaky with these sector missiles, man. He's just slightly off the money, but I really like the concept of what he's going for here.
Yeah.
The problem is he ripped off so many back-to-back, he's got to work out like not having that sector for a bit. And Rattlehead, now, yeah, this is going to kill. It's not even a question. 2-1 on the side of Rattlehead.
Yeah, the damage output there, favoring Ashra Serena team here. Every one of those combos giving the 30+ damage that puts him well above what he needs to close out that final round.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you would think, like, if you didn't know better, and I just, like, pitched both of these characters to you, you would think Kung Lao would be more of a damage machine than somebody like Ashra would, but she does tend to kind of, like, kill him in that regard, right? And off of very, very, like, happen chance straight hits if you're able to confirm. I remember in the beginning of the game when it was just Astra Scorpion 2, anything was hitting for 40.
Yeah.
And Serena, like a similar regard, but even Astra just like lifting you up into the sky and then getting Scorpion to pick up, she could kind of loop you there 3 times if she wanted.
Yeah, and the damage too, adding up from each one of those conversions. JP here. Potentially looking at a third character? No, going back to the Kung Lao pick.
And I don't hate it. It was working well for him. It was kind of just like unfortunate exchanges, I think, more often than not.
Doesn't make me evil.
But it does make you insufferable.
If he's a little more preemptive and can read like the wake-ups from Rattlehead and kind of chase after that, he can, I think, give him enough of a problem.
Immediate armor out here. Oh, tit for tat, he says.
Oh, but he ends up losing to Serena Reigns. Now the overhead from Rattlehead here. Nice block, and he's going to get full punishment. Well, no, at least a punish. JP close to having breakaway, but not enough to kind of stop this momentum. He will be dead before the meter matters. And Rattlehead sitting on round point to take this set.
Fight.
Ducks under the throw.
Yeah.
Rattlehead ducks under the throw. Oh no, he blocks the overhead, but he lets go. He thought it was punish time.
Yeah, that move is deceiving. It gives the opportunity for a special cancel afterwards.
Well, it's also mostly too, Rattlehead hasn't really gone for that move and followed it up, so it was safe for like JB to assume that maybe this was going to be another one of those exchanges.
Yeah. Here we go, signs of life.
And kind of like, you know, returns the favor there with the overhead into special move. Gets down one out of it that time. That's going to be all she wrote. He doesn't have the meter to stop it. Rattlehead taking it 3-1. Senor Sexy moving on.
Congrats to you making it there. I'm double checking my my win count this time. But yes, 2 wins in a 4-player pool means you do indeed make it into the top 8 for Pool A.
All right, and we've got both the competitors in here. You fellas can feel free to AFK. I'll let Rattlehead know which one is on player 1 side, and we'll get this Group B bracket started as we start to progress through the rest of the matches we have today. Afterwards, we will have 1 pool remaining in Group D, which will be another 5-competitor pool. It'll be an interesting mix of competitors there. MTX playing BarrenSun. Winner of that going on to play Prince J, and then another matchup of Object in Space taking on Millard 16. The results of all of these matches will pad us out for our top 8 bracket. That'll be live tomorrow, same time, same place. If you guys are in love with the Sento Showdown and for some reason you're not yet following Rattlehead on Twitch, make sure to do so. The follow button is right there on stream, just waiting for you.
You can find us on Twitter, yes, at Sento Showdown. And we have a YouTube as well. We're going to be uploading this and past events as well at Sento Showdown on there.
Remember, guys, that means a total of 4 years of Sento Showdown competition. That's all going to be available to you 24/7 VOD style on YouTube. So you can check the history of the competitive blind
Player one, I'm
community.
sorry. Who's playing one?
Player 1 is BlindSightblue, sorry. I said I was going to tell you and then I didn't say anything. That's
Round
1, fight!
Got it.
And BlindSightblue coming out with the Smoke Sonya. Now this is an interesting one too. This stream wise as of late, I feel like it's been mostly showcased by Big Daddy G, who's been running this team quite effectively in what it implements. But a lot of competitors have kind of been running this before that. But the new implementations of what she offers, especially, and I mean we're gonna talk about it even though it pains me, that aerial overhead that she now has introduced. It's such a, I think even Reptile, you can stand 3 into her overhead, you know? Smoke has a lot of similar options. With,
get a lot of mileage out of it now too.
I mean, just think of how strong it is for Farah. And first, it's the same thing for Sonya. Also, Rattlehead, you have, if you could just hit the touchpad.
All right, did he switch? Did he get away?
Hold on, let me check in the preview here. See where we're at. You are, what is it? Update.
My full screen now?
You're good, and we're good.
Blindsight fighting for his turn there, not willing to give up that round.
Can you check again, Kevin, please?
No, you're looking good. I checked it.
Awesome.
All right, and Blindside, who's just getting kind of pushed P on. Vision coming in with the Melina Lau combo. That's also been a pretty consistent one. I think if you're a Melina main, it's definitely gotten kind of like neutered over time, right? Especially in the cooldown time for delayed hat with Kung Lao, which was so strong for this team in the beginning. It's still mixed city if you could time it correctly. Like she does so much damage. It is like a 2-touch scenario if you can get it going. But BlindSightblue gonna land that down to get the first point on the board.
Yeah, No Vision going for one too many staggers and not hidden confirming those hits. There were a couple of stray hits that were connecting that did not lead to combos, and now in a cost him that game here, Blindsight's going to go up.
Yeah, and this is definitely like one of those teams, at least in reference to Melina Lau, where hit confirming is the name of the game. You can kind of like fish a semblance of damage off of straight hits, and random ball rolls will definitely carry you to a certain extent, but it's all about just applying a level of pressure, covering it with Lao Hat so you're never really punishable unless your opponent really wants to make a big boy read, and then just cashing out every time a straight 1-2 hits. People tend to not stand up for it to this day. People just do not block that thing. I have a lot of friends competitively that have the kind of strategy in mind with Melina that you should stand block more often than you crouch block, because she's usually trying to sneak in those overheads more than she's going for those low.
Yeah.
But now we're switching over to Serena, which should make these hit confirms a little easier.
The unfortunate drop there.
Yep, and Blindside here, gonna lock in as much damage as he can. Look at that, tagging off of Sonya here. Didn't even need to do it with me. Oh, excuse me? Sorry, it was an interesting interaction, chat.
Yeah.
Smoke went for the kicks and then managed to hit Melina behind him.
Yeah, some of those invisible hitboxes behind people. Hits everywhere.
Oh, and no Vision. Yeah, but he is just catching up here. And what a dominant comeback. And this is the thing too, right? Vision has had really, really strong moments here, but he's got to turn them into like secured victories. Get himself on the board to start securing some threat. If he goes down 2-0, I feel like it puts too much pressure on him.
Absolutely. Goes for the wake up. It gets baited, but unfortunately the overhead there didn't get blocked.
I'm telling you, man, against most smokes until you get to like really high like combat league ranks, every time they do forward 3, you just up block till they stop doing it. Like you have to kind of like earn it from them.
Here's that damage.
Little drop at the end, but it's, I'll be honest, if there's a spot where you could drop it, that's not the worst. It probably cost them like 4%. Oh, there was an opportunity, honestly, to wake up and press buttons there. I think he would have beat him out. Oh, Serena Rank still saved them on the way back.
That's interesting. Usually, the Serena wins out that trade, gives him the combo.
Yes, he is the 4-3-2. He's just not ready for the second hit.
Oh, you can delay wake up there. That third hit, giving him the launch. If he had delayed wake up, he would have actually gotten up in time to get the.
Oh, he ducked under. What a man!
Right.
Into full confirm. I don't think we're dropping this one. We've got the corner to help too. Yeah, he's gonna
Then
keep
you
that going.
block.
He is daring him. He is daring him to spend meter. Like, oh, the stagger working wonders. Yeah, I was gonna say I would have broke there too. I respect this. Serena Rank's gonna save him. He could have picked that up.
But he has the breakaway. Gets caught.
Gets the confirm here, and Vision
Yes,
on the board.
Closing it out with that ender. These two proving to be two heavy hitters.
Yeah, this is a matchup for centuries here. Dude, and it's been like tectonic momentum shifts the entire time. It is just kill or be killed. There's not been one moment where it's kind of been like, oh, there's like they're respecting each other and they're feeling stuff out. It has just been haymakers the entire time. Either you're getting bombed or I am, and that's it.
It's a contest of wills right here, what you're witnessing.
And they're both so ready to cash out so hard if anything hits. Like,
have the
it almost feels more like anime neutral than MK. Like, it's just we're flying around until somebody lands something, and then I'm just making it hurt as much as I can.
Indeed. What's the opening move here, Serena?
All right, nice here.
The knockdown.
And Vision, yeah, I like how much he's committing to the cartwheel from Melina on Oki. It's so important. It's such a deterrent. Now, as you mentioned before, delayed getup is a good tool to get out of like a lot of sequences. It'll save you from constantly having to deal with that. But until he starts using it, on Oki, there's kind of no reason to stop.
This combo should end it out.
I mean, yeah, the chip from that was going to do it anyway. Vision up around again, and now that they're tied on the board, this puts them close to having the lead. Oh, hold on, blindside connected, which means a little bit of hesitation there. I don't know if he was worried about routing in the corner. Oh, and he is checking her toes.
Well, yeah, that's a string, a unique string that Smoke has, plus the Sonya gimmick of going into overhead off of the two lows.
Now, interesting thing to note too, just in case you guys, if you're dealing with that string from Smoke, there is enough of a gap there to actually armor in between it. So if you have a nice strong armor room, you can get out of that.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, Smoke is actually very susceptible to like armor through his gaps. 4-3-2 gets armored through. That string gets armored through. And Vision is continuing his reign of terror here.
Yeah, we see very much a repeating ender there. Same way in the previous game, just using those staggers, keeping it simple, not overcommitting to the ball roll.
And I'm curious too to see if this is going to turn into a game 5 situation. No Vision, up 2-1 on the board as it stands right now. But again, the way momentum has been swinging back and forth in this set, I wouldn't be surprised. You get Smoke's offense going, and it's a matter of guessing wrong twice.
It really is anyone's game here. Sticking through with Smoke. Go with what works.
Has anyone else challenged you for the throne?
Yeah, again, it's been working well. It's just clutching out.
Yeah, you have to believe in the pick. Play the long game.
I'll be real stank. I'm kind of rooting for him too because I want to see a game 5.
there's
I don't have an implicit bias for any of them right now, but I do want to see a game 5.
See if you can pull it off. Melina with the toe checks there.
Oh well, yeah, didn't do it fast. He ducks under it again. Every time that blindside has approached with that flurry of kicks, starting from game 2, Vision has just not been there.
It's deceiving because it actually carries him so far forward, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it takes, I will tell you something, I will tell you how many competitors to this day I have to tell them that's a high duck it.
Yeah.
Like, people just hold that all day. I get if, like, you weren't ready for it, but you'll have Smoke that, like, will do it 80 times, and I'm looking at one of my friends like, fella, duck. What do you mean? Like, yeah, that was a close one. Little slippery scenario. Oh, no, and that drop could have cost them, but Unfortunate for him here. If Blindside has a great setup here, if he could just land a hit confirm, but Vision gonna get it instead. Fight himself out of this situation.
Oh no, he's caught in the same vortex again!
No, he committed to roll. Dude, he blocked everything and he just committed to roll anyway.
Yeah,
oh my god, I know we know that like Vision is insane. If you guys have ever been in a Twitch chat, you know, but I never saw it in gameplay form like that.
Yes, and no Vision is gonna clutch that one out and then take it over BlindSight.
Yeah, 3-1 victory on the side of No Vision.
Pay your respects. L3 button slash L1 button slash L1 button navigate cross button select.
And it was Melina Serena that got the job done every time. Started with the Lao, and that fella felt the nerfs immediately. And was like, you know what? Why don't we simplify this? And just bring it back to what works. Switched it over to Serena and just tore through.
That awareness that the players have been building has been the answer to a lot of their tricky situations, getting out of them with those different. Many times it's the same character. It's just the cameo makes all the difference for their win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in a game like this, it's like a weird statement to make because it's like it's a statement people would disagree with, saying that like people don't understand the importance of cameos and how much of an effect they have on the game. But some people do not understand the importance of cameos and how much of an effect they have on the game.
Yeah,
they really don't. They are matchup defining.
Yeah, we like proof case in point here. You see the difference once the same players using the same characters make that cameo pick, switch to the next character there. So I believe we have our next set.
On the docket is going to be Corrupted Sight taking on TJ the Blind Gamer.
All right.
TJ going to be coming in with the Reiko. If we are to assume that he goes for his usual pick, it's got the run, it's got the command grab, it's got the projectile. I had to go Serena. He wouldn't stay still. Listen, I understand it. I ain't mad at it. I see the vision, homie.
Invites have been sent out. We have our next players in the lobby here.
TJ and Corrupted, if you can hear us, feel free to un-AFK. We'll get your match started. And then this time, Rattlehead, I will tell you who's on player one's side immediately. I won't get distracted. I'm not going to turn away from the screen until one of them does it.
It's all good. Hey, everybody, again, shout outs to everybody. Make sure you share the stream. Tell everybody about the Sento Showdown. It's going down. These matches are getting more intense now, dude. So spread the word, and thank you for watching.
You guys remember, you can follow Sento Showdown on Twitter. Go to the YouTube channel. Preemptively subscribe to get access to all of these VODs. If you'd like to donate to the pot, let us know, and we'll send you Rattlehead's PayPal information. We've already got 350. 350. And they're waiting that we're going to distribute somehow amongst the top players. Again, TJ and Corrupted, if you can hear us in any capacity. TJ, you are in the lobby. You can un-AFK. It AFKs you by default. Corrupted Sight, same business.
Just hit the touchpad. Corrupted Side, most likely going to be using, I think I've seen the Melina.
All right, Rattlehead, TJ is on player one side. Start talking that mix.
With that, yes, Corrupted Side has exited AFK. We have ourselves a match.
Now, I will say, too, if you guys can keep it in mind for when this set is done, whoever does win this set, do not leave. Once this is done, whoever wins, you're playing Vision right after this. We'll just invite Vision in and we'll rock this group out, and then we'll close out with Group D.
You are not prepared for the battle.
Oh, we're going with Gear Ass?
Train me, Garrus.
Looks like
Gear Ass, Tree More?
Round one. Fight.
We Corrupted Side going with the classic Smoke Frost. This has been like kind of the bread and butter for a lot of the Smoke players.
Ending that combo earlier. We're going for a different combo route, excuse me.
Yeah, I like that. Gets the corner, 370, overcommitted on that telly. And TJ, I mean, I guess Garrus does have a command grab, huh? So, like...
Oh, yes. Best believe if a character has one, TJ will find it.
Alright, and now his corrupted side manages to land that hit in for himself. And the immediate breaker from TJ. Blocks the telly. Oh, punish a little too early, but I like this too. Goes for a Garrus string that it doesn't kind of matter where in the punish he is. Manages to get that full confirm. Yeah, and then just immediately command grab. Full speed. Oops. Oops. All throws. Oops. Sorry, I forgot to mix.
Too good.
And I like this too. Dude, I will tell you, like, if we talk about, like, it's entertaining my brain so much because I want to ask him about it later. Running Tremor as a cameo as a blind competitor, like, you have to cycle where he is at all times in your head.
Yes.
You cannot forget and go, what did I do with him? Like, you have to just know.
Yeah, no, TJ definitely has the practice with him. There is an accompanying sound cue for each one of those Tremor picks, and I'm sure he's got them down. This win will tell you as much.
Running amok with this first one. Just chucking rocks and slinging moves.
Pay your respects. L3 button /L1 button /R1 button navigate cross button select. Respect earned. 5.
Yeah, everybody stealing the cash flow. Rose been smoke frosting his damn. Hey, listen. The problem, Vision, you show an effective strategy and it's gonna get yoinked like that, you know? Let me tell you how many people I know in the competitive community that out of nowhere are Havoc Movado mains. They've never touched a character in their life. All of a sudden they're Havoc players.
Sector.
Wonder how that happened. You know, like it's Alright, Corrupted making the switch over to Melina. Is he actually going Melina Rax?
Ruling out
she already got Rax? She don't need the backup?
And grace.
You sound like one of my sister's boosters.
Melina Cyrax is interesting. I don't think I ever see this team. I've got to imagine the combo routing is absurd. Cyrax net in neutral is also pretty nice. There's no shot we went Melina Cyrax and we're zoning. Premier Zoner? Alright, TJ found this hit. This is where it gets treacherous because now we get just drowned in his set play. Oh, and this fella is swinging from the boondocks. Okay, Corrupted side managing to slip out of that scenario.
Nowhere near close to the connect, yeah. No hit confirm here. Oh, the low clips.
Oh, gets caught with the Melina telly again. And she is sitting on Fatale Blow. Femme Fatale Blow. Oh, he tried to go for the devious.
Punished there, yes.
He tried to go for the devious.
Banking on that TJ letting go of that block. TJ not biting.
Alright, nice dagger into the throw. Keep in mind, 2 bars means that those are combo starters for Cyrax. Ooh, I like that a lot, actually. We're going to go for the Garrus string and then immediately put on the crystalline armor. What, fella? She's towards the moon. I don't know what the plan. I mean, it was obviously an execution error, but Melina was just staring at. She was just sun gazing like Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, that little sneaky low at the
end.
end.
About the wrong game, Melina, but she's definitely trying to fight her way through this. A rare appearance from Cyrax.
Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't been getting much utility out of the cameo here.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious what the idea is. If she has, I don't know her to have anything that kind of confirms into Cyrax net the way some other characters do.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he really just wanted for the throw.
So far, I mean, we've seen some Cyrax set up with different characters in the corner, but I don't know that that's necessarily what they've been able to do. So the match is all over the place now.
Well, I figured even like when you think of like visually impaired strats, right? Like I figured even the Cyrax net, just like as a chuck out and neutral tool, it burns a bar from them almost, and you get to just jump in for your confirm. She can kind of find them with the telly after. Like I thought there'd be maybe something of that, but he hasn't even tossed up the net at all. He hasn't done. I was like, okay, maybe it's combo routing, you know, where she's gonna, you know, do the amplified roll kind of
I
let
have
go
seen-
and then helicopter
Yeah.
them? He hasn't done that?
Yeah, the helicopter definitely being an option. I have seen him do that with the Ermac. As you said, Melina not definitely getting as much mileage out of that combination here.
Oh my god, he's gonna do a throw combo himself, TJ. TJ's opening my third eye.
Whoa. TJ closing that one out again.
Fella did the string into the tremor pickup. And then just called her bussy. I don't know. Like, it's... That's gonna put TJ up 2-0 on the board.
L3 button /L1 button /L1 button navigate cross button select.
Getting him closer to getting that dub.
And now one more game just like that. Yeah, he will move on, and then his next opponent will be Vision. If that's the case, we'll see if Corrupted Side can make the comeback here. It's also going to be curious character-wise whether he wants to stick it out with Melina. It looks like he's going for it. And he's sticking it out with Cyrax, which is interesting to me because he's not using Cyrax.
Prior Melinas were all malice and
You were so cool. What did I say now to money? I don't even remember.
round one.
Waiting on the BBC combos. He's only gonna do it if you just put him on meme levels. Like I don't think competitively he's gonna want to waste the bar. But if you get him in enough of a giggly mood, you know, for tits and jiggles, he might do it. And again, it's only when he has 2 bars. So I feel like he's just grabbing and he's just like mashing it, hoping he has a meter.
Yeah, and then it's unfortunate when the drop happens because then you have to wait till practically the next round to do something like that again. There's a teleport attempt.
And TJ, yeah, just running amok here in the corner. Oh, with the bussy comment. Alright, I'll keep it. I'll write it down. I'll bring it up for you later. Alright, stocking up on the hourglass there. And the freeze. Oh yeah, he is just, yeah, that fellow was just punching her in the forehead. That was a little rude. Oh, manages to get under the command grab but isn't able to punish fast enough. And he's got to go for a different button off of the Melina teleport. Alright, here's the Cyrax throw again. How much damage are we getting? 230? I don't know if 230 is worth waiting that much time for the bar and then burning it.
Oh, that trade definitely not in Melina's favor.
Oh, he barely missed that pickup, and it was awkward spacing too. This one too, no confirm.
There's the overhead confirm.
Oh, land one more thing and just rip. If you hear anything land right now, Corrupted, just mash fatal. No, he got command grabbed into the brutal.
Another lost time. Brutality. Gearus wins.
And that is going to be all she wrote for Corrupted Sight. TJ, the blind gamer going on. TJ, if you can hear me, do not leave the Koth. You're playing again right now.
Yes. Corrupted Sight. You may exit stage right.
Don't make me choose between TJ and Corrupted. I mean, you don't have to. They played it out.
Okay.
But now TJ versus No Vision going to be coming up. Which is going to be similar matchup. Hey, we're going to see more Melina. Unless, you know, he feels like running Smoke Frost. He could do that too. No. Sorry. He ran Melina Lao. I was getting it mixed up. Unless he feels like trying the Lao again. But I feel like at that point, is Vision going to want to bother with that? Or are we just going to stick it out with what was working? And try to go, this is for who's going to get into top 8 winner side. Again, remember. Either Vision or TJ there. If they lose, they can still make it out on loser's side. But again, that extra buffer, that extra padding is so important when we get into tomorrow's matches. Being able to be afforded that one mistake. Going into a top 8 bracket that stacked with competitors like that and not being afforded the opportunity to lose puts a lot of stress on some competitors. All right, let's get this match underway, Sento Showdown style. Good for TJ. He just had some Melina experience, but this one might be on a whole nother level.
Luckily for them both, they have each other as practice partners in the past, and this will just be another day at the office.
Also, who's throwing for the movie?
Say it again?
They said, who's throwing for the movie? One of them's got to do it for the lore piece.
Yin Fortress. The pyramid.
I'll give you a
let's see.
20 if you let me win, Vision.
Eosu.
I'll give you a 40 if you let me win, TJ.
Will take maturity and
We will never know.
You
If I make it, we split the pot. Handshake.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Back at the Chaosium.
We'll see.
Oh, and he's taking it back to Melina Lau. Now he believes in the mix. So we definitely know that he feels more inclined that TJ's going to stay. So that fella up-locked the strings. They play
TJ
each
with the
other.
knowledge.
Oh, he tried to work out that pickup so hard. Nice patience playing the stagger game. Oh, he tried to go for the up block there.
Flawless blocking a lot of those instances.
Yeah, but you can see too how preemptive TJ's trying to be with that like up block. You weren't even really looking at that string. Oh, eliminates Tremor from the equation with the Kung Lao hat.
That's so huge.
Yeah, they're trying to. It's like you don't want to get snapped. Oh, we're okay, Krillin. We're just chucking rocks full screen. Jumps over the Lao hat. Oh, he needed to do that or else it would have killed him, but it runs right into the next projectile. I was trying to be so patient.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, and ends up landing on Lao hat. That's so treacherous in this matchup.
Oh, he's been
The low
catching
again?
straight rolls against all of his opponents, but not getting the damage out.
My question is, how used is he to Vision just letting the string rip? Because he's been trying to up block that Melina string every time. And Vision has spent half the match baiting it.
You see?
This is part of the equation too. He's willing to eat those Lao hats to not take the risk, and they add up over time.
6% each time.
Oh, he forgot about the hat.
It's
You gotta remember too
counterintuitive.
how much cooldown that has now for this team.
Preemptive break.
The thing too is you would want to say like, oh, he can react to something with like fatal blow, but it doesn't go full screen for Garrus. He needs to close the gap if he wants to like threaten Lao hat like that.
Oh, no hit confirmed.
Oh, into the low, and he's just willing to hold those, and that's been the name of the game right now. Vision up with an amount of help that I feel like he's made up slowly off of just checking in with these small lows and these Lao hats. They've been adding up over time into practically a combo on their own.
Yeah, and TJ
Finger respects. L3 button slash L1
respecting
button
too
slash
much on that
L1
overhead, looking for options to connect. He has been mitigating some of that damage on defense with the flawless block attempts, but nevertheless, not able to keep up with the damage output here. It's going to give No Vision a chance to climb up 1 point ahead on the scoreboard.
Sometimes that 1 point makes all the difference, man. It really does.
It really does.
The sorcerer's eliminated.
So if it comes to a game 5 scenario, you are in the lead, like, or it might be the difference that avoids you getting there. Momentum in these games it's so imperative to try to manage. And the stagger game from Vision on offense, it is just throwing TJ for a loop right now. And the thing is, we've seen right in the match just before this what TJ, like how dominant his offense can be if you let it rip, but he just hasn't found an opportunity to get it going.
Using the armor to get out and the reversal armor, taking their turn back here. 11%.
Nice 1-2 confirm. It's just keeping it short and simple too. It's not even really looking for like giant confirms with Melina Lau like you're used to seeing with this team.
Fight.
It's just chipping away ever so like cautiously at TJ here. And I'm wondering if that's because throughout their training sessions, right? Maybe he's a little used to, if I overcommit, TJ's ability to punish me for that is so strong, it's not worth taking it that far.
Yeah, you can see that there, even on the 2 hits from the low string, not confirming. Probably again more of that thought process, not quite getting the hits. Using the chipping situations here with another 11% wake up.
And hold on. Yeah, just armors again. I mean that has been saving him out of so many scenarios, but how much meter is he going to reserve for that? There's also, I mean, listen, you could also take this strategy. Oh, yeah, too preemptive. You're not even close. You could take this Gur style and try to make it all about like stocking up hourglasses, you know? Oh no, he had game. He didn't take it. He just had to combat roll. No, There's no shot he got that. Oh my god. Now this is the problem too. Even if Vision takes this set, I don't think TJ's ever gonna let him live that. He just empty jumps fatal blow. He has 0.1 health. His 0.10 health out of 1050. He did empty jump fatal blow and caught him. Anti-air's in here with the time freeze. And now hold on, this is starting to look like the momentum shifter he needed. This is a problem too. Every time he's blocked, yeah, he needs to switch up that punish because he keeps trying to go with, I forget if it's forward 2 for Garrus, the string into the tablet. He keeps trying to punish with that. The range is too short for how far Melina goes. Or you at least have to dash up before you do it.
You see no Vision confirming a lot more into that ball roll. Enough of this small damage. And playing a lot more risky now.
Yeah, I think unfortunately TJ got a botched input there, but setting himself up here. Charged an hourglass. He's got full stock meter on that. Gonna armor himself out. Gets the up block. The one you would think that he finally stopped, and he's just ready into the tremor coming, but he drops the combo. Oh my god! If Vision would have got up with wake up buttons, that would have been game. Text the throw. The armor. Oh, we are watching.
Yes. Refusing to die there is going to use every resource to edge it out.
That went back and forth as to who was taking that round at least 7 times in a matter of 6 seconds. Like, it's ridiculous. From getting the confirm, the small combo drop, evading the move, teching the throw. Like,
yeah, and then finally closing it out there with that last armored attempt.
Which was, again, another scramble move. Had he been wrong on that, it would have been another risk that he took. And like he didn't have Lao ready to cover that. And now TJ deciding he's done playing games and is moving over to Omni-Man Ferra. Vision right now up 2-0 on the board. So this is going to be a last-ditch effort from TJ. Keep in mind, he will not be able to switch his team after this. So he needs to reverse 3-0 with Omni-Man Ferra. No mistakes made for 3 games. The problem is, I believe he can do it.
Yeah, that Omni-Man pick is no joke. Immediately connecting all of the mix here.
And again, Omni-Man Ferra, a little racist too. Like, just think about how annoying Omni-Man Jax was. Like, as far as being just like a crackheady Omni-Man player, you know, and just forcing scenarios that he can't really get out of. And now again, right? What does she get to everybody? The safe 50-50 mix. He's already obnoxious in neutral. When is he never not in the air? You know. There's no shot he hit that from that far. Oh, and we're getting the update from the background that Sean Slayer took it over JP.
Sean Slayer advancing there.
Yeah, so let me write this down on my card. So Group A has been settled now. It is going to be Rattlehead on winner's side coming out of there, and Sean Slayer on loser's side.
Nice, nice, nice.
And the results of this set will lock in our 5th competitor for top 8 tomorrow. How does armor work? I keep hearing about it. So you can spend meter on certain special moves, Sean, and it will give them an armor property where they can absorb a hit and kind of still do their move anyway. There are some scenarios in which that changes. One of the most notable ones in this game is going to be a Havoc's armor move will absorb 3 hits. And we'll actually, you want to hear how fucked up Havoc's armor move is? It takes 3 hits to break his armor. And if you hit him, every time you hit him, if it doesn't break his armor, his move will do more damage to you, up till about like 32% off a single hit. But he's about the exception to that rule. For mostly everybody, they will absorb 1 hit. So you can hit them twice and break the armor. Oh, but that's mostly the mind game. If you know that armor is coming and you have an armor breaking setup, you can kind of like kill them for doing that anyway. In a similar fashion that No Vision just killed TJ here. The Omni-Man pick did not get it done. And yeah, the animality, the praying mantis.
Yeah.
On winner's side here is going to put Vision in top 8 for tomorrow's bracket. Out of Group B on winner's side.
Congratulations, sir.
And give TJ an opportunity to potentially come back and lose. Remember this, he only has to win his next game, and if he's able to do that, let's see statistically what his chances are. if he, it depends who wins, right? If he gets corrupted again, we kind of saw how that went. It's very likely that he'll probably take that. If he gets blindside, that could be a little freaky, but we'll find out.
Yeah, that's going to be a scramble of a deciding factor there.
But as far as keeping up with the action on stream, this is going to final us out for Group B. Given that we finished Group C earlier, we're going to go into our final pool stage starting now.
John Cage. Kung Lao. Ime. Kenshi. Ashra.
Here we are as we prep for this next one. We're going to have BarrenSun, as we said, taking on MTL Killer. Baron sitting on the Sector. Sector has been so competitively, like, disruptive, I think, in this meta. Her ability to zone, how consistent she is at doing it, and just how solid a lot of her game plan is. The Oki game, every time she lands, her little aerial combo, being able to safe jump almost anywhere on screen. Ridiculous. She's got decent cameo utility, even though you're mostly gonna, if you're going meta-wise, you're mostly gonna stick with, almost a Movado, with Motaro. But she's got some options in there. She could switch it around with Lao. She could switch it around with a couple of different things. BarrenSun pulling out the Astra, and this has been the tried and true for Baron so far.
Who's on the left? Who's on the right?
Baron is on the left.
Oh, okay.
And here we, okay. Baron, I have never seen a Sector player jump back air shot that fast. Like, I feel like that fellow's been labbing that for the past 2 days. Just repping that.
It's so good.
The problem is that MTL Killer has already lost about half of his health to that alone. Like, it's just... And this fella's down to 20% already. Now, I will say, I'm one of those, you know, I grew up in a different era, so, like, my top 10 roster for, like, MK characters is a little different than some of the newer players. But even with that, like, Sector's always been up there for me. I'm actually surprised with how boring I have found her in this game. I thought she was going to be like a way different thing. Like, she's, mind you, she's ridiculous. She's so good, and she has some fun stuff, but it's just speaking to the rinse and repeat of, like, what we're seeing here from, like, Baron. And the thing is, this is what you do. If you play Sector, this is it.
Yeah, meta. And you know, it's crazy to think about, because if you've seen Baron's characters in previous games, like, nothing whatsoever.
What am I hinted towards this being?
Yeah. So the pick is sort of surprising me as well, but it's working. It's definitely working here.
Well,
it's looking lost.
What's interesting too, especially with how much time all of you guys have had to, like, get to know each other, is you get to watch this kind of, like, tonal shift in competitive players over time. Like, the characters that I used to pick, like, years ago, it's complete night and day if you look at the characters I play now. I never would have been a Quan player, like, 5 years ago. I wouldn't touch anything close to the character.
Right? Character types, archetypes change along with you, but yeah, that makes sense.
It's like even Street Fighter, it's like I was playing, like, Cody, you know, I was playing Sakura in 5, Cody in 4, and it's like Street Fighter, now I'm a Dawson player, Tekken I play Yoshi, MK I play Quan. It's completely flipped.
Right. I feel like each type of character brings something different.
Oh, he's not going to be able to punish that.
No.
Oh, I like the side switch before the anti-air too for the positioning. That was so smart. And I actually can't believe that with the Rocket game this fellow played for the past 20 minutes that he's actually at a life deficit right now.
No, and still Astra able to inch their way in for the...
Killer finds it. There's no way with the way this match started. All respect to competitors, it's just like taking things for what they are. There's no way with the way that match started I would have predicted that the comeback would have came out of that. I thought that was pretty secured night and day. Like, we're just gonna shoot rockets until fella dies and move on. Like, we'll see what happens in game 2.
Persistence is key here, and not for nothing, but Mtl Killer, you know, second place placer in the Sento Showdown tournaments 2 years in a row. So he's definitely dealt with a lot of this zoning, a lot of walking down opponents. The aggression is there.
Yeah, and maybe on track to do it again, except for the fact that now BarrenSun, everything you can do, I can do better.
Okay.
Quan Chi is to blame for this.
Now let's see the difference in how these cameos matches up.
Dark magic.
Now I will say, given the option between the two T's, I'd rather pick Sonya. I'm not the biggest Serena fan. I understand what she brings to the table, and I think she's very viable. But it's just a lack of creativity, right? One of the problems I feel like Serena suffers for is being too predictable of like a cameo. And when you get to higher levels, competitors are so used to dealing with her. If you're not on the money with your hit confirms every time, you can almost end up paying the price for doing it. Sonya brings in a little more utility, a little more creativity, and you get mixed in situations now with this overhead leg press that you normally wouldn't have got. Here's a confirm.
Yeah, it really comes down to what you like as a Nostra player. Do you prefer the grounded conversions off of those knives that you see now, or are you looking for more of gravity-dependent combos that you get with the Sonya pick?
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest debate points is for Astra specifically is that Serena's been one of her top cameos since the game has been out to this day, regardless of what gets adjusted, all the patches we've gone through, all of the new moves that characters have gotten, new mechanics that have been included in. Astra Serena has been a tale as old as time since the launch of this game. And it's for good reason, right? It just controls the full horizontal neutral of this game in a way that's so dominating, it's never failed to be anything less than viable. And ridiculously strong at that. We're going to go for a wake up here. So BarrenSun off of the switch, it is just night and day. And was looking pretty dominant in the beginning of the first set. Wasn't able to squeak out the win. Does it here. Now running the Astra team against MTL.
Immediately making a statement here, as you said earlier, you know, challenging him to the mirror. What is Mtl Killer to do now? We have, I do know that Mtl Killer does play Omni-Man as well, so we very well may be seeing a character switch.
Omni-Man versus Astra isn't the worst too, right? You hover at full screen. You've got no, but we're going to stick it out so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I will tell you, I had an Omni-Man Jax, one of the last MK locals that I was able to go to down here. There was, actually, you want to know what his username is? Lonely Fans. This guy by the name of Lonely Fans played Omni-Man Jax. I swear to God, half of the people he played in bracket wanted to call him a slur. I felt it. They were just biting their tongue. That character, and he's not as... Yeah, I don't know where I would place him like meta-wise compared to where he was when like he first came out, but he's definitely still like a ridiculous threat, especially if you're solid with his neutral. But we'll take an idea project with Omni-Man later. He's not on the screen as it stands right now. BarrenSun still in the lead here. Nice overhead from Killer here. BarrenSun able to... Oh, we're just trading armors. Oh my God! All right, fellas. And the biggest mistake MTL made was spending too much time engaging in that game. Gave BarrenSun the opportunity to bait him out. I'll tell you guys, if I could sneak in a little bit of just like for funsies tech, if you play Quan versus Astra, you let her do the armor, you just stand 4. It's so entertaining. They're so used to getting away with it. The second she stops, you just mash stand 4 and get whatever conversion you want. But again, I'm gonna shut up. He's not on the screen. All right, we got 2 Astras. Still press. You gotta remember that Sonya overhead leg press is plus too. He still felt like pressing. So BarrenSun, no fear here. Oh, try to go for the dark form mid combo conversion. Drop it, but is gonna get the round anyway. This is gonna put him up 2 points. Taking it into the bootle.
For your sacrifice.
Brutality.
Yeah, if Corrupt, we're getting word that Corrupted is still not checked in for his match. So at this point, if we haven't heard from you,
he's in the chat. They're getting it. Yeah, it's gotten figured out. They're in the chat and they're about to set the matchup.
Okay, because I see 2 different chats happening. But okay, it sounds like if it's been resolved, then Gabe,
yeah, just know we were ready to snipe you, Corrupt.
Yeah, you better lay down the hammer if we hadn't heard back. So. Yes, guys, please be mindful if you are pending a match. Just let us know what's going on, because otherwise we do have to advance the other player who is here.
Yeah, Vision. I'll tell you something too. You know who I think would be a really good cameo in this game? I think if you take Scarlet with the archetype she had in MK11 and used her as a cameo in this game, I think she'd be really fun.
What are you, Ashura?
I think if like she gave you the gas, you know, remember how she had the little like blood mist before that was doing dot damage? I think that the rain, you know, all of that stuff, and just give her setup tools, she could be devious. But now the Omni-Man officially makes his appearance. Now when Omni-Man came out, one of the first teams I was interested in actually running with him was Omni-Man Sonya. I called it Omni-Blade because I'm a Mass Effect fan. Any of my sci-fi freaks, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, now starting to get this comeback here. And now Killer trying to reestablish himself. Remember, Baron is sitting on match point right now. Now he's 1 round away from securing.
You have not missed the mention of the prize spot. There's a prize spot right now of $350 on the line, but there will be physical prizes. Stay tuned for the announcement. Oh, there it is.
All right, nice here. Omni-Man with that stop too. One of his best armor-breaking tools. That multi-hitting low, which are devious in this game. Remember how susceptible everybody is to like Baraka's back 3. Oh, he tried to be patient and got caught with the low. He's gonna have one more chance here to try to get something going, but he is stacked up in Dark Orbs. Yeah, just that whiff, trying to chase down with the forward 4, not gonna get the job done. BarrenSun. And this, I'm gonna be honest, I thought about it, this might be the best animality in the game.
And exhaling a torrent of rainbow fire over their writhing body until they're a charred
It's just
husk.
ridiculous. Unicorn Ashra, come on. I never saw it coming. And it's, if you don't think it's at least top 3, you're smoking substances. I just gotta be honest with you.
L3 button slash L1 button slash L1 button navigate cross button select.
But that's gonna lock us out here. BarrenSun taking that set 3-1 over Mtl Killer. Gonna be moving forward.
Yes.
Which means we'll see BarrenSun again in a minute after our next set. But when we see BarrenSun, it'll be for our first to 3 set versus Prince J, to try to up our chances of getting out of bracket here. In that meantime, Object in Space going to be taking on Millard16.
There was a question about prizes. Yes, we definitely did announce prizes on Twitter, so we could talk about those.
Talk about that real quick.
Let's use this time right now to do so. So yes, we are excited to share again that we do have physical prizes for 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place that have been secured courtesy of Rattlehead, Blindsight, and Sins, who have come together to chip in for these purchases. So 3rd place will be taking a collection of MK1 Scorpion and Sub-Zero Funko Pops for your collection. If you don't got one, you better start one, and you can do so by taking 3rd place. And then 2nd place, we have
listen, I'm a Funko fan, people.
Yes, they're fun. They're quite fun. I have some of the ones that were flying around for MK11.
For those of you that can see, I can't even do it. No, this wire's too tight. Never mind. I was going to show you guys my Funko collection. The wire's too tight. Never mind. It's there.
It's there. We'll take your word for it.
By the way, the Scorpion Funko Pop is not the one I got from NRS. I don't think so. That's mine, and it's signed by NRS. So, and this when I went to the studio, so I'm good.
Oh, well, I could do this. Look. Like I'm a Funko fan. Okay, there. You guys can see that. All right.
What you got? What's your collection?
It's a giant SpongeBob. Oh, it would take me too long to read off the wall here. Let's see. I got. Just looking at
as long as these guys join the hill.
Zero from Borderlands. Captain Marvel and Chun-Li from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Goblin Queen from X-Men 97. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I've got Deadpool's 30th anniversary that my wife got me for my 30th birthday.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I've got nice. I've got some Overwatch ones, like 2 versions of Tracer. I've got Gold Batgirl, Black and Gold Spider-Man, Wonder Woman 84, Wonder Woman, Gold Vault Boy from Fallout.
Wow.
A lot of Star Wars ones. Like,
when did you start?
Years ago. It's still small compared to how big it should be, and you shouldn't. I don't even want to show you my wife's collection. Like, half of it is in storage, just to give you an idea of how much it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like is everybody here?
That's neat.
No, Millard is here. We're waiting on an Object in Space. I sent him the WB invite. And I don't know if he accepted it yet. Let me check if he did it while I wasn't looking.
So
no, I don't see him here. Object in space. Can you accept my WB invite?
it would be from Kevin M. Cologne, just so...
No, well, or on WB, it would show as Kyo Kev, like Kyo X Kev.
Ah, okay. Okay, but just to finish off the rest of the prizes, so second place is a customized mask, which will be ordered. There are characters to choose from. I'm trying to locate the list, but it includes Melina, Smoke. Let me look here. Yeah, it's like 6 or 7 characters to choose from the MK1 character roster. Obviously, if you play one of these, or you aspire to that, definitely want to add it to your collection. Customize many of these fabrics and the materials used for them are pretty cool. Yes, and so you will get a mask for the MK1 character that's available of your choosing from this list. We will
there he is. Found him.
Have that.
He's not in the call there, so I just mean there he is, like he accepted the thing. I'm inviting him now.
Okay, perfect. And then the first place prize is a custom Battle Beaver controller. It is actually Rattlehead, if you want to talk about how that works. I know you've made yourself one.
So yeah, the Battle Beaver custom controller essentially is well, in this case it's a PlayStation 5 controller, but what it is one of the differences is that the D-pad is it's the same D-pad, so don't be afraid that just because what it is, it's single buttons, okay? So instead of just being like that ring that the regular PS5 has, yeah. So what it is literally just they call it the I think it's the D-pad buttons, the D buttons. And so it's individual buttons, but it all feels the same thing. Like it improves your movement, like, you know, everything, your inputs. And then for the face buttons, it's and I actually have mine right now here that I'm using, and it's like they call it the smart buttons. So when you click on them, it just feels like a mouse pad, like a mouse click. And so
it's so satisfying.
Even your triggers feel like smart
I'll give
buttons.
You guys an audio example. I have a controller that has like a similar thing to it.
Okay, click it.
So these are my face buttons?
Yep.
That's my D-pad?
Yep.
So it's not this one, but it's similar in
it's similar
like that, like my shoulder buttons.
Right. Yeah, because if you notice the regular buttons, there's still like, you know, that slight delay when you input a button, right? You know, and so if you want precise like inputs and everything, this is probably like some of the best ways to go about it, because essentially there's, especially with the triggers, right, there's no that long gap between you pressing it, you know, all the way down, so you get that immediate response. So yeah, first place Battle Beaver custom controller for, you know, that's just gonna be for the first place winner.
All right, guys. Also, both of our competitors are here in the COT. You guys can un-AFK whenever you're ready. When they do Rattlehead, I'll let you know which one is on player one side. But Millard and Object are in here, guys. Feel free.
All right,
and then we'll continue to
besides updating space. Who is it?
Millard 16.
Millard as an M-I-L-A-R-D?
E-R-D.
Yeah, okay.
And Millard's going to be on player one side.
Millard, what is it? Millard, what?
16.
We top 3 at the way it stands right now with $350 pool. But if I put my PayPal in the chat, so if people donate to that, it's gonna the more we can get, the more we can spread to top 8.
All right, Millard 16 on the left hand side, Object in space on our right. Scorpion versus Raiden.
Kano.
Sonya. Sector. Frost. Jax. Kameleon.
Object.
Oh, and we're going Raiden Kano? Oh, this fella's doing meta back from 2004. I fucks with it.
Object is in what is it? The right? Object in space? Okay, cool. It's already there.
And then on the left we have Scorpion sub. Little fire and ice. Nobody plays this. Okay. People did trying to make it cool, and they were like, hey, this sucks. But Miller's about to show us the content. Especially versus Raiden, it could be helpful too. You know, if he starts charging up projectiles and you got that Sub-Zero. I'm really curious about what the combo routing looks like with fire and ice. And we start off an immediate jump over the projectile. We were just talking about evading them. Blocks electromagnetic storm. We got no Kano to... He teleports away from the Kano knives and manages to hit him too. That's nice damage for that. And now this teleport game. So this is probably the biggest feel-out process out of any competitive set we've seen so far tonight. A lot of kind of meandering around each other, trying to find where they are. Oh, he went for the big boy combo for the Kano knife pickup. It's a Superman fly. I like it too. I know players that are dedicated to that team that still can't hit that combo consistently. Alright, but that Scorpion pickup gonna get the job done. I'm interested to see when the Sub-Zero utility comes in. I'm actually very excited to see what this team does because I don't get to see it often.
That death spin, nothing but air.
Oh, he sends him out as kind of like a gut check, ends up getting zooped into the magnetic storm. It's also one of my favorite stages in the game right now. The Forest of Death while it's on fire. Any stage in this game that's like super green, for some reason I like. Like my favorite stage still to this day is an active Tomb of the Dragon army.
Oh yeah, I heard that the color schemes in this game are like really nice.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Like
I
think
lively...
MK11 is a better looking game graphically. I think this game has like a better aesthetic, if that makes sense, you know.
Okay.
The color palette, it's very vibrant.
Oh, and I guess I was referring specifically to the stages, not so much like.
Oh no, the stages are a big part of why that is. The stages are very beautiful, really vibrant, really colorful.
With ice daggers. He headbutts them.
There's that fatal blow.
Yeah, one to the nipple, one to the thriple.
Scorpion slams them.
Wake up fatal blow at that distance is crazy. No shot, he teleported away from the Superman. He literally did the Matrix and then died anyway. Okay. Millard running the gamut right now. Object in space woke up with the rarest of Raiden supers and was almost able to get an anti-air conversion from it. Electromagnetic Storm has actually been getting him so much mileage today. Dude, you guys are really making me want to play Scorpion.
They made him fun, man. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you right now, that Scorpion fella thing looks a little racist, brother. Like,
I need you to filter me a little.
Right here's the breaker here. Don't worry, I got it. I'll solo.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna get the gut check here into the side switch down two. It's been consistent. This fatal blow is actually gonna do wonders. He's just standing there, staring into space. Kano coming in. Lasers to the eyes. Now you're blind. Up to the sky we go. And you're getting jumped by the Raiden gang. That's why Lotus style. Immediate Superman. Electromagnetic Storm again, and it's just been like this weird hodgepodge of special moves from Object in Space here, but they've been working wonders. He wants to chip out too, but the problem is he's not close enough, and this confirm is gonna. He doesn't have. No, he had enough to break. Object in Space actually could have stole that. He had 3 bars for breaker. It either didn't come out, or Kano for some reason was inactive. I've had that happen to me before too, where for some reason your breaker doesn't happen, but. Oh, he was sitting right on the precipice of victory there. Unfortunate as it might be. Millard moves forward. Killer, your next match is going to be off stream on loser's side. And I think your problem is that you're waiting for the loser of Baron versus Prince J, if I'm not No. I think you're waiting for the loser of this. Then you'll have an opponent on loser side. So once this set is done, your next one will be ready.
Scorpion, Kano.
Final score, you're asking for if it's for this set so far, Pneumonia, Object in Space is up 1. There's 1-0 in Object's favor.
Wait, what's it Object? I thought Object was the Raiden player.
Oh no, sorry. It's 1-0 Miller. You're right. Sorry.
I'm updating it right now. Sorry, y'all.
Round 1, fight.
All right, here we go. And so now Miller taking a different approach, is backing away immediately, trying to send out that sub. And the thing is, he almost doesn't even really need the sub the way he's been playing with Scorpion right now. Solo Scorpion has been doing most of the work. I'd almost be interested to see him work out another cameo that he likes the utility of a little more. Because if he's been this dominant with just Scorpion solo, imagine if he's to pick up something like Scorpion Pharaoh. If he's to do like double Scorpion, which is sneaky. I think people sleep on like the utility of that team too. It has a lot of like sleeper tech in it. Or even Scorpion Striker, given that like I think Striker was the one that just got adjusted. He might be a little stronger now. Oh no, it's no problem anymore. You just let me know.
All right, I am back. We have ourselves a Scorpion Raiden match, similar to the previous game here.
Yeah, oh my god, and he had the victory. He actually could have just spent the Fatale. Ooh. Tries to spear him again. Is that gonna hit? Is it worth? No, it's not. It's gonna bring close to chip, but he actually could probably not that.
Oh no!
Oh, okay. It's all right. It worked out to what I thought was gonna happen anyway. Is that Superman was gonna get the job done?
Pixel scrambles there, both of them.
And I'm saying again, this has been the most, I think, interesting match neutral-wise as far as these two trying to like test out with smaller moves to find each other in the space. Went a little too far for his usual combo route, but Miller real close to like securing the second round and evening it up for himself to stay in the fight here. Immediately gonna break out of that. Does not want to lose his momentum here. Okay, continuing the pressure. That teleport working wonders. He's not going to be able to break this one. Guaranteed damage for object here. Kano knife Superman. Misses it by a little bit, but he's still close to neutral. The spear. And Miller able to bring it back.
Final round.
All right.
Oh, they let go too fast. Miller is having a hard time dealing with this electromagnetic storm.
Yeah, it hits everywhere.
Yeah, and it's a combination of that, and he's not really sure when it's over. So he ends up either letting go of block too fast or holding it for too long.
Oh, stops any attempt of a combo there with the breakaway. We haven't left this corner.
Yeah, and at this point, if I was object, yeah, keep letting that rip, brother. Here, he can't break. This should be easy secure for object here. Gonna get himself on the board, tying it up 1-1.
Nicely done.
Yeah, Prince J, are you here?
Prince J to the stage. Well, not yet, but by the stage.
I mean, you know the offlines. That's how they do it. They do call you up and then have you just sit there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what they do. Mm-hmm.
Rattlehead to the stage. All right, am I playing? Nope. Sit right here. Don't move.
Don't go anywhere.
I have to use the bathroom. Too late?
No, too late. Yep, that's what they will do.
Too late? You should have went?
No, you know what they did when I was at Evo? This is cool. For us and Barren, they actually had us sit on the same station the whole time. We didn't have to move anywhere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they just like, we don't have to worry about it.
I like that.
Scorpion.
They said, you need a Red Bull? Stay here. Stay here, I'll get it. You know what I'm saying, Pneumonia? They had them fellas shaking it on stage. They said, we need prize money.
Raiden. Kano.
Rattlehead, rattle that bum. Let's get this pop money.
There he is. There he is. All right. Stick around. Your match is coming up.
Yes, you will be playing BarrenSun right after this.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, the Superman fly.
Hey, why does the mansion's music hit so hard? I like this place.
I will tell you something, man. These Raiden players today, they are wily coyotes, man.
That too.
A little neutral check. It's like he's trying so hard to throw out these projectiles without getting speared. Nice with the Superman fly. He's pacing himself so well right now. I can hear my daughter crying upstairs, and it's because she wants to see a combo.
No.
There it goes. Oh no, and then Miller broke it. Now she's crying again. the throw. Oh, you know, Raiden Kano does give you a throw combo, right? But it's just such a pain to time.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you can Kano knives into like Superman fly off of it, but it's such a pain. I don't think I bothered doing it either when I played it.
Yeah. Anything that has like finicky timing is just.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Go again.
Round 2. Fight.
Scorpion Spear full screen. Yep, Millard with the bread and butter here. Watch this. Down 2 again. Called it. Telly. Oh, and he is just repping this B&B. Oh my god.
Grounded damage.
This is the greatest example of Kiss I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's just don't stop. It's working.
Oh, evening up the life here.
Yeah, cut that momentum here. He's got a little bit of meter advantage. And he does have Fatal and a round lead, and this is Raiden. He can't hit hard. Oh, tries to go to Fatal at the wrong spot. That's going to be punished if he's ready. No, botches the input, gets the down 2.
Final round.
Menergy running away with these rounds.
Oh, this is big. Oh, he went for a throw. I don't think he realized they were in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's that.
I was gonna say one little suit. I thought it was a throw combo I've never seen before. I was like, okay, let me find out.
And everyone utilizing
Actually, this is making me
spear.
realize too. Raiden's Sector probably has like a really easy throw pickup now with the double missile.
With the double missile.
Yeah, if you do the throw and then just do like the double heat-seeking missile, you probably get the world's easiest pickup. I wouldn't be surprised if you have time to teleport in and do something object in space with the Superman securing the next round. It's going to have a 2-1 lead here over Millard.
Taking it with that overhead launcher. That overhead launcher.
Why not? Make use of everything you got in the kit.
Yes.
And Raiden, who's been relatively neutered enough recently that you don't see him as much competitively, still finding great utility here.
Oh, yeah.
With the team that, all things considered, was pretty much, I think, between the entire community, just disregarded at this point, right? Like, Raiden Kano is not in anymore.
Yeah.
I think most Raidens at this point are running like Raiden Chameleon.
Raiden Chameleon.
As like as a backup to try to get some utility out of like Raiden stuff. And it's still the same thing, right? You're just fishing in neutral for all of this stuff and then protecting with Chameleon based on wherever she's at. I think I've seen some Raiden Tremor, but it's a little rough.
Okay.
Really? You don't think, Vision, that you could like call it out beforehand? I feel like if you summoned it before and then did his throw, I don't think the game could stop it. I don't think you could do it after the throw the way you wanted, maybe. But I feel like if you held it first and then back through them, I don't think the game could stop it. I mean, worst case, you're wrong, you're safe, you know? That's really the best thing about like the double heat-seeking missile is there is always Raiden Sonya. I did forget about that team. You're right, Toad. Victor Freeze actually introduced me to that team. Millard with the switch here to Liu Kang Sub-Zero, and I think he's trying to mitigate some of the zoning game that Object in Space has introduced. With this switch this late, I don't know. I get nervous about stuff like this.
Yeah, especially when Raiden has all that damage on the back burner to come. You manage to get in close, and you're just gonna eat all of this.
This fight is an honor.
And we find ourselves in a potential tournament match point here.
Also, Kid Vision, you are correct. He's listed. He's out of Group A on loser's side. I'll read the list of competitors that made it out of top 8 once we finish this set. At least that we have so far. Bicycle kicks from Millard getting the job done here.
Wait, who took that second match? Was that that third match? I'm sorry.
It was Object again.
Object again. Okay.
So Object's up 2-1.
Answering the chat.
Little projectile war. I'll be honest, if you're running a projectile war and you're a Liu Kang player, I do think if you guys are interested in entertaining the idea, there is something to Liu Kang Sector that I've seen as a team. It's really ridiculous. It gives him a surprising amount of utility even past that. So is he gonna get hit? No, he's safe. He's safe. You have time for that? You do.
Sub-Zero skewers the
Millard.
skull with ice daggers. He headbutts them. Liu Kang rapidly
No, it's all right, Bishop. No problem.
the air, shattering their ribs. He
Millard
blasts
punishing the
into
fatal
floor
blow with his
a
fatal
massive
blow. I didn't know if he had
fire.
time.
Liu Kang wins.
I've had fellas do that to me, and I'm like, oh, that you can't. But here he could.
It all depends on, I guess, the timing. If you're pressing it immediately after your opponent, some of these are much faster on the startup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really the difference there, too. I think the bigger problem is that Radiance has so much recovery. Because Luz has a decent amount of startup, too, but it just managed to squeak itself in there. I mean, unless he was mashing, you know, Raiden players.
Yeah, speaking of mashing here, we have the damage coming out that combo.
Oh, you know what?
Damage.
I'm gonna say this just in case Object watches the VOD later. You actually probably could have killed there if you had gone for stand forward, down forward 2 instead of the Superman. I know it's muscle memory. I don't know. It also depends, right? Let me not pretend we always know we're in the corner in these situations, but you had corner. Stand forward, down forward 2 pick up there is beefier. If you're able to.
Sweet.
Cyrax Sector is toxic. Who did I see playing that the other day?
Dude, Marie plays that. Trying to think.
Alex is nasty. Does he play that? I think I saw him playing that on like.
I'm trying to think who else, dude. But that team is ridiculous in the right hands.
Because it's just you just set play them into knockdown and then force them to hold missile on Oki, right? And they can't get out of it.
Was that the third win? I believe
Yes,
that was the
that's
third.
it.
Yeah, no, Object's taking that. Oh no, I see Havoc.
Janet Cage. There he is.
Oh no, I see Havoc.
Cyrax.
Havoc is here to play.
Sector. Frost.
He's looking for his cameo though. Okay, Havoc Jack. So this is the classic. We're not going super meta because Havoc Movado is ill. It's just Uber right now.
The anger in your heart is
If you guys don't know, consider yourself lucky. That team is just ridiculous.
Conversions off of everything.
Well, 2-touch like kill scenarios. If you have the setup, like they actually can't stop you. The only counter I've seen that's like pretty well, there's a couple, but the most consistent one has been to also run Movado to put the C4 so he can't chase you. But if you don't have that, you die.
Contesting that projectile with the Serena pick.
Nice patience, nice down 2. Not a bad answer. Yep, here's the conversion. And this is gonna hurt. It's one of the things with Havoc is he does kind of just shard out damage. He held the wake up for too long. He got broken out.
Totally blew up
but he's
that
gonna
wake
get
up.
Oh.
Serena punches the
And
victim
that
with the
fatal
blade,
was
yanks
gonna
them
connect
back
here.
with her tail to punch through their abdomen. Ashra impales the victim with a bladed wing.
Well, you know what I mean, Vision. It's like quote unquote 2 touches. It's like it's a TOD for sure, but it's like the first half and the second half. You know what I mean? Like
Serena taking the hit.
and Baron's still able to secure it.
Yeah.
Fight.
All right, gets in. A little bit of barf. Never hurt anybody.
Yeah, one check.
But yeah, now Prince J starting to get some of his momentum going. Going to keep his consistent on 350 off of it. Which is pretty solid with only one Jack's usage. Oh yeah, that fellow whiffed that wake up so bad. BarrenSun was so ready for that. Little flash for the Oki.
Yep.
Beautiful defense from Prince J here. Is backing up too, and this is the problem, right? It's the threat of Serena. Like if she clips you at any point.
Uses the string to get away there. Put some distance.
Oh, catches him there. The overhead is gonna connect. Yeah, Prince J had the meter. He has to spend it. Havoc Jack can do a decent job without the meter, but not if you give up a situation like that. Overcommitted on his offense, hoping, like BarrenSun did the past couple of times, would get caught with that low. This time, solid on his defense, was able to punish. He's going to secure that first game, 2 rounds to nothing, albeit 2 very close rounds.
Pay your respects. L3 buttons.
Yeah, definitely Prince J looking to make some adjustments. That Havoc, no slouch, making a statement every time landing those combos, that 35% damage. think it's gonna be adding up here if they decide to choose Havoc again.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be against it. I think one of the things that's impressed me the most with Prince J, at least as far as that first game has gone, was his ability to kind of find his moments in neutral. Astra's a very, very scary character to have to run after.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of Havoc players in a situation like that usually tend to stick to more of a zoning game. But Prince J has just been slowly marching Baron down, and it's been successful. It just hasn't clutched out a victory yet, but it's been so close to doing so.
Here we go, one of those early opportunities.
Yeah, but this is going to be a pretty solid life lead here. 360 that time. Oh my god, into the low, into the pit! Nah, I want to play. You guys are just making me want to play, everybody. Having Jax is just so gas. Like, I do think it's one of his funner teams.
Yeah, and that extra health, you know, comes in handy in a pinch.
1200, you're a boss character.
Indeed.
And he's fishing in neutral. He keeps going for that low, hoping that he'll overcommit. Too slow on the down two for the punish.
Breaks the armor.
Empty jump into button. So another notable thing about Havoc too is that he's got a pretty good ability to keep himself safe as far as like his neutral tools. He can kind of always just go into his projectile, and if they do not punish appropriately, BarrenSun got so much damage off of that straight hit. What a solid conversion into kill. But yeah, if Havoc just goes into that projectile, if they kind of just hold it, you usually get out of jail for free in a lot of situations. It makes them very awkward for people to deal with.
Yeah.
Catches him with the low again. Fucks up his confirm though. Apologies for cursing. I wasn't it's just thrown off. He hasn't dropped that as of yet.
Here we go.
Now here's the route. Here's what we were looking to see before. And with a life lead like this, there's no reason. Oh, he gets sniped. There's no reason he should lose this here. But BarrenSun just refuses to die.
Throwing the quick knife. Dark stance is in play.
Manages to jump over some of them. Yeah, but now playing a very solid stagger game here. He keeps falling for that Serena.
Just a bit too antsy. There's the jumping.
Oh, that armor's not going to help him there.
One last chance here.
Gets the down two. Oh, but he doesn't get the pickup. I think you could like down one something that... Or you, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't just like down one and call Jax out and get a conversion. Trying so hard to be cautious here.
Arena, there's the touch that he needed.
Nice patience. That down two is going to get it done, yes. Now, depending on your character, sometimes it is a better answer to actually neutral jump up after Astra and get like an airstream going. I think Havoc benefits off of that because he does get a ground bounce off of his airstream and can land and do something into like down back four. Oh, and a good job.
Jax is out. Commission now.
Great job eliminating him. Now the thing is, too, I will say, I do think like universally when you hit a cameo, I feel like they should be out of the game for a little bit longer because it's. I guess you do get your damage for it regardless. Oh, by the way, 40% on that combo if you guys aren't paying attention to Havoc Jax here and how hard they're 1200 health. He's hitting for 400.
Yeah, quite overwhelming if you're not careful.
And again, this is hard because we're in a situation where it looks like this round should be all Prince J. He lets go too early that time. It should be all Prince J, but BarrenSun has taken rounds like this every time he's been in this situation. He manages to knock out Serena. This is going to be so helpful. Oh, tell me you didn't press. It's an overhead, Prince J. It's an overhead. Oh, I thought we all learned this after Punk Striker. Punk Striker is CEO Taco. I thought we would never forget. Like, he still has the health to survive. Has got to be very careful. Yeah, he has to break because Astra can actually pick that up. He has to be so cautious about his approach here. And it's just, yeah, the chip damage is just too much. I mean, he could have just did that into her I forget what it is, back forward 4, whatever. The 15,000 sword strikes. He could have just chipped them out.
Pay your respects.
Killer over Miller is actually so funny. So hold on, let me. All right, so he's gonna. Yeah, so he's waiting for the winner of finals. I mean, the loser of finals. How are we doing score-wise here? Let me make sure I didn't. Is this BarrenSun up 2? It is BarrenSun up 2. Yeah, Killer versus Millard.
Yeah, so far.
If you guys ever do a 2v2 competition, that's a team. They don't get to pick. Look. I mean, a 2v2 competition definitely. What is it? No Vision and TJ, right? They're pulling up as a squad. I know that. All right.
Here we go.
So Prince J gonna switch it over to Sub-Zero in an understandable strategy, right? Serena ranks have been the death of him throughout this set, and Sub-Zero is gonna help mitigate that, help it become easier to approach. And you also still get great utility out of Sub combo-wise if you don't have him on for armor.
But the problem is that hit confirm isn't happening on block and it's getting blown up.
Oh, he wasn't ready. Oh, that was free confirm. He actually hit it raw. Into the throat here. Oh, did the armor way too far. The thing is too, if I'm not mistaken, I do think there's some potential that Havoc can, if he blocks Serena rings, if they do it in your face like too close, that you can just do like his armored special and eat the rings on the way back.
Yeah, it's a timing thing. There are 4 of them, so you have to get maybe.
Well, so you block the first 2, and then I think you can just you can just do the armor in between. And they don't do anything to you on the way back, and if the opponent's standing there, I think you just cook them. I mean, if you do Serena to Reptile, he gets a meterless trade that's like 48. It's actually ridiculous. I taught it to Poseidon. I got him to do it in NEC, and everybody like lost their minds. It's so cool. Oh, he needs a conversion into Fatal to wake up. This one hurt because Prince J was so close on set, like literally every single round from locking that out.
Yeah, it was just that last bit of decision making. Unfortunately, there either getting clipped by Serena or having Astra making some of those comebacks there that you see happening.
Yeah, and I think the worst part too is that the Sub-Zero switch might have been like the final nail in the coffin. I think he was doing so well with Jax that minute adjustments within that final game could have been the difference maker. And it's what makes me nervous about, like, it's different competitively. You have a preference, right? I've always been of the mindset when I'm competing that if I need to theory craft something to deal with something, I need to know by game 2. Because I'm not always like, I'm very worried about wanting to test something in game 3 and it being too late. Not that I think there's never a time and place for it, but the way those sets were going, I had faith in his Havoc Jax. I think he could have pulled it off with that team. I think the damage he was doing in return was worth what he was eating on the exchanges where he was wrong. And it was mostly just about trying to get Baron to stay still, which I get is hard. But regardless, unfortunately, Prince J gonna go down our loser side for now, which means our next game
is gonna move along here. Yes.
Yep. Baron versus Object in Space. Baron, why'd you leave?
Oh,
we're gonna get you back.
Yes.
And I'll send the invite out to Object since I already worked out the W thing with him. Yeah. Winner of this will come out in Group D on winner's side. I like it. I like it. I like it. Are we doing Miller versus Prince on stream? Where is that?
Yes, they are running, I believe. Wait, Miller, because we have them decided already, correct?
Yeah, Mtl Killer took that set, so that's gonna be semifinals actually. So, no, they need they need to run that off stream because the losers finals will be whoever wins that set versus this one right here right now.
Yeah, so Prince J and Miller, you should run your set off stream. And Killer. Sorry,
Killer
they killer me with this.
MTL Killer,
MTL Killer
and
and
Prince J.
J off stream.
Off stream.
We're gonna sort out finals on winner side right now between Baron and Object in space. Object, I see you in the lobby. Un-AFK whenever you're ready, brother. For Rattlehead, Baron is still on player one side. And then we will have a competitor ready to come out of top 8 side on Group D once this set finalizes itself. We're getting really close to locked in for our top 8 competitors for tomorrow's second half of the Sento Showdown. Group B, we're still waiting on the result of TJ versus BlindSightblue. But in that absence, for now, our listed competitors for top 8 for tomorrow that we have finalized these 5 as follows. On winner side, we've got Ray, we've got Rattlehead, we've got No Vision. On loser side, Blind Press and Sean Slayer.
Your amulet against this armor?
Do not underrate its divine
I have to hit select, then go
power.
back, then hit start to un-AFK. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later, Object. I don't know, you know. It's a pain, but we'll get you used to it. All right, Baron going for the sector sub here. Which means get ready for jump back, bomb, jump back, bomb, jump back, bomb, jump back, bomb 50 times. And this is interesting too, because if Object wants to play this zoning game, I mean, BarrenSun is coming with a kit just completely set up to negate it. Yeah, and this isn't really going to stop. I was going to say Telly will be the answer from Raiden. Stagger game in neutral, and BarrenSun trying to be as patient as he can. Hit confirm here. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, and he just goes for the setup instead. Usually you would see a sector players jump after that.
Time to go.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, that's a punish opportunity. He was slow on the money, but still gets it here into the Opti. Stand 4-2 is the better pickup for sector damage-wise if you want to get that conversion into telepunch. Nice block. 1-1, too short. You block Raiden Superman, you can get that punish, but you have to dash up and get it. It's one of the awkward things with punishing him. Oh, he got the Kano ball instead of the knives. I think he would have got the combo if he didn't get that weird cameo exchange. Electromagnetic storm, no punish. And the sub, stand 4-2. He's gonna have to dash out. Does he know he's in the corner? No, he's gonna take the jump. Dude, Baron's sector routing is better than mine. Like, I don't convert with her this effectively.
Been studying her.
It's been studying her, man. To be fair, I haven't had as much time to play. You know, you guys know I got life things going on, but like, I did lab her. I wasn't doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta just be honest. I wasn't doing any of it. Not enough chip there. Gonna take that brutal off the telepunch and a quick game 1 for BarrenSun. Object in space was a lot closer on that second round though than he was on the first. Put it right in the air of possibility. So not dominant enough from BarrenSun throughout the entirety of that first game to say, hey, this can't happen. But game 1 on the board, it's always an advantage.
Yeah, at this point, it's going to be a moral victory. Step 1, the moral victory to get Baron, potentially to get him off of that sector pick the way Mtl Killer was able to do before. And then work your way past that.
Well, let's see. Object right now looking around the character roster trying to consider some options.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Baraka pick yet, which I know.
Sindel. And you know what? Given if you're going for a zoning strategy, she's not a character on the roster that's horrible for that. And with the Serena pick, she's pretty devious too, right? A lot of air mobility is going to make it hard for Sector to always locate her for the perfect projectile if she's hovering around. Sindel's always got the mix. Punish into screen is always ridiculous, and an easy combo convert, right? Just do anything. Serena Rang.
Yeah, so
like
long as it's not an air
Rang.
convert, I feel like you gotta dash your way home every time that you anti-air with that screen.
Yeah, but I think the bigger thing too is like regardless of the fact that regardless of how screen hits, it gives you a grounded state that you can convert into rings off of is really, really good.
Oh, it definitely is. And here we go again, trying to contest some of that zoning, as you said.
Yeah, see, just trying to not be there to just get bombarded. And look at here too, people almost forget Sector has this move just absorbing these projectiles. Now these are going to give Sector charged fist. One of the cons of Sector is that you're going to get these charged fists and you're going to do almost nothing with them. It's one of the most useless like tools she has, but it is there. Like, so he can try to back to him if he'd like. But just, yeah, the counter zoning the potential. of Sector sub. It's just fundamentally like ridiculous. And Sindel usually good for that at will, but Sector honestly might be better at it. And Barren, yeah, like listen, has just worked out the timing for these short projectile reps and
content with just taking those bursts of damage here.
And I will say, like this was one of the things I was saying about Sector before, as far as like the lack of creativity. Not in a complaint, but just in a thing. If you want to play Sector at a high level, you want to do exactly what BarrenSun is doing. You have to find this entertaining. Like you jump, projectile, and you just have to giggle like, yeah, they can't get past this. Like it's. If you're doing it, you feel in your core, like, what are you gonna do?
From a sound point perspective, there is as much going on sound-wise that can help you track where to go, which direction you're facing. Like I'll say, competitively, if you have characters that can't deal with zoning, a team like this is just ridiculous. So, like Baraka cannot deal with this. He actually just dies. Like it's
brutality.
So if you're like, yeah, bro, this is a Baraka specialist. He's like the best Baraka that's ever played MK. You go, cool, it's Sector, and you just do this. Like it's And it's fun. Listen, there's matchups for Quan. There's matchups for Quan that are similar, and it's the same thing. I giggle.
Oh, with Quan, yeah.
Yeah, you pick certain characters on Quan. Like, okay, so it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. You have to be like comfortable with Quan doing it. But like, unless you're fighting like the best Shangs competitively, like Quan kills Shang. I've told every Shang player I know this. Like high level professional players, I'm like, you know, Quan kills your character, you just don't know it. And they're like, no, I don't know. I feel like I'm like, listen, he kills your character. If I'm playing rank,
even after the morphs and the damage boosts and all that,
Quan kills him because Shang can't. Shang, if you get a life lead on Shang at all, and you guys end up in a full screen thing, which in that matchup you do all the time, you play zoning chicken with Shang. Shang can't do anything that you can't react to. Especially once they gave him the when they gave him the mid with like the teleport like little kick, it's even worse.
It helped him out a lot.
And if you pick Shang, I giggle, brother. It's yeah, you got a little swamp butt vision. I feel you. Go watch that, King. We need you tomorrow, nice and fresh. Or object in space, taking it back to the raid in here. Oh my god, he actually got hit with the Sub-Zero parry. I keep forgetting that's a thing now. He got hit with it again.
Yeah.
Straight into the missiles. And the stupid part about that is that you land those air missiles and then you get a safe jump. That move gives her so much hit advantage, she gets a safe jump. Like it's...
Damn.
So you actually can't armor out, and Raiden's wake up armor is so slow. He has one of the slower ones in the game. Yep.
These things are traveling. Yeah.
Dude, Sun is he's just repping him for his life here. No, with the low that time, you're not gonna catch that. That's gonna be all she wrote. BarrenSun taking it 3s. Settle. Winner side, Group D. BarrenSun. Now there's still a chance again for Object to get out. Don't forget. This doesn't put him out of the game. We've got Prince J versus Mtl Killer going on loser side. Winner of that plays Object. If Object beats the winner of that, he's out of here. He's in the top 8 for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we don't get to see that match between Prince J and Mtl Killer. I feel like two heavy hitters there.
Oh, especially that Havoc Jax was so entertaining for me. I was taking the opportunity to watch more gameplay of it. It was very thoroughly entertained. I was actually upset that he didn't get more wins in his set that we saw on stream because I wanted to see more gameplay from it. Converting that low into Jax off the mix and then hitting them for like an almost 40 burger. It's
so good.
So good. I think if he starts figuring out how to hit confirm some of those setups into the neck break, like I think he starts tearing through even harder.
So now that leaves us with just losers matches here.
And of course, Big time shout outs to Kevin and Captain for sure on the commentary holding it down. Y'all be sure to show him some love in the chat, y'all.
Be successful in your quest.
Please. I'll handle it my way.
I forget some of these skins have like interesting filters on them. There's the Taquita.
Yeah, this it's. I'll be honest. These like Garrus color palettes for everybody have actually been some of the best ones. Like out of all of the season pass ones they've done, it looks incredible on smoke. This is one of Takeda's coolest ones. I feel like it's at least a lot more different than his other palettes.
Yo, quick shout outs to my brother who's in the chat, Alex Paxter in the chat. That's actually my brother watching the stream, tuning in, checking it out.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, and BlindSight really trying to make use of these back 2-1s from Takeda to try to catch TJ and Nutra here. Takeda Sonya, I'll be honest, as far as like a main roster characters that can make use of Sector cameo, Takeda actually has some like really sneaky usage for him too. Oh, he's trying to go into the Sonya confirm. So you can
Dang, that hits both of them in that case.
I think off of that forward 3 with Takeda, you can charge Sonya Ring and then pick it up for combo.
Garrus running away with this.
Oh, almost was able to convert off of that. Garrus Movado is so interesting too. I never see this. I mean, to be fair, how much do you even see Garrus anymore? You know, there's like 7 Garrus players left. TJ first game on the board.
Yeah, TJ believes with that pick, and then it's gonna show for it. Going up 1 game here.
The thing is, I still remember BlindSight from competing before. He is a fella that is known for adaptability.
Yes.
So
we did see the smoke earlier, so this is yet another character that he likes to study and play, the Takeda. I think Takeda is definitely something he's been playing more recently, so I can see why the pick for tournament life. Feels probably more comfortable with the more recent practice he's gotten with this character.
And in the background, we get the update. Prince J took it, so unfortunately, at the cost of Mtl Killer, I am gonna get to see a little more Prince J gameplay. I'm excited for that.
Oh boy, yes, all right.
I know everybody's mad at Havoc right now, but I only have so much time to watch like competitive MK, and he is really fun to watch. And I'll be honest, if they were a Havoc main before the buffs, I'm happy for them that they get a turn. You know,
I can answer that for you. Yes, he was. So
if they were a Havoc main before the buffs, I'm happy for them.
For that, historically hanging in there.
Here we go, BlindSight now. Starting to get this execution down. Am I done? I'm starving. Yeah, Baron, you're done. We'll need you tomorrow, but you're out on winter side in your pool. You're chilling, homie. Oh, TJ got caught with that low. Oh, I like that little sneaky mix. I like that. Oh no, wait, he could have killed. Okay, he found it anyway. I was gonna say he could have just launched him off the Rekka.
Round 2. Fight.
I'm gonna ask you guys about what all these WAP jokes related to BlindSight is in a minute. So we'll focus on the set for now. Here we go, spending the bar now for the Rekka. Trading 1 bar for 3 of TJ's. Charge up the hourglass. Oh, and he just does it on Wake Up to Get Out. I like that a lot, actually. And now we're fully clocked in. Nice, okay, solid pickup off the Movado. TJ doing what he can here. Jump back, gets him away from the side, tries to snap him.
And that armor has been working so far.
He does such a good job of turn stealing with it. Like, he has such a good radar for like, now is the time to let it rip and then push my offense again.
Especially because it doesn't have the range that you wish it did.
Yeah, he almost uses it like a Guilty Gear burst. It's like, this fella's just like, get off of me. Combo breaker.
And just input of strings here, running after each other.
The overhead Mvl pickup, not able to pick it up though, a little too far. And now BlindSight's very close to locking it around here. Oh, there was an opportunity for a bigger punish there for TJ.
TJ capitalizing, oh, evenly matched.
And they're both stocked up on Fatal. He has to break. He's too high up. Is that guaranteed? Yeah, he catches him! I'm sorry. Again, I'm not rooting for anybody. I like gameplay. That was so good.
That catches. That's an aerial fatal blow, isn't it?
I forget. I mean, this is the thing. MK does not have chicken guarding. You know, like if you jump in the air, that is the risk you take. And it is such a classic end of game FGC situation, regardless of the game that you play. For a player to jump at the end of a match and for the other player to just be sitting there waiting for it the whole time. And BlindSight, you just know that he knew, okay, I'm going to sit here. If his feet leave the ground at all, I'm ripping Fatal. He was waiting for anything.
Those whoosh sounds on the jumps, very much pronounced, giving him that ample opportunity to cash out for the win.
Yeah. Listen, if one of these characters hits that little, you know, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
And now TJ making the switch over to the Omni-Man.
The Omni-Man.
Omni-Man Mvl is one of his more represented teams. I think for more Omni-Man players, it's usually like Mvl Pharaoh. We're gonna see Janet here. Decent strat too, a little bit heavier on the execution, but does have a lot of strong implementation. Gives Omni-Man pickups from almost anything.
You're no hero, just another twig to snap.
Takeda didn't even feel like talking. Fella said, "Shut up." Well, whatever. The over, yep. And now that this bounces, that's free Janet pickup. How much does it give you? A solid 30? Solid 30 meterless.
Fair enough.
And he's already almost shredded away half of his life.
Yeah. TJ with a convincing life lead here. It's gonna BlindSight using those lows to chip away at his health. The ring.
BlindSight doing a good job of being evasive. Just so solid here. Off of the Sonya, it just looks pretty. Probably doesn't even give him the best damage, but it looks pretty.
It adds up here.
Oh, interesting trade.
We're in critical territory.
He's got Fatal, but does he dare to spend it? No. Whoa! I've never seen that before, actually. No, he gets clipped. Oh, he didn't get punished, and they trade on the poke. BlindSight up around, very close to being up 2 games here. Sneaky from TJ here. I like this. You gotta be careful if you're gonna float in a man's face like that, though. Dude, BlindSight is just on the money with it. I do want to remind everybody in chat, because I don't feel like it gets enough credit. Takeda execution is very difficult, even for some of his like basic conversions. It is such a pain to be on the money with, especially if you want to optimize his routing all the time. So you really need to appreciate how much work BlindSight has put into getting these routes down, because these are not easy. And one of the advantages of Sonya, that 14% throw, and they add up. To be fair, TJ is running Janet, who has an equally damaging throw. For some reason, if you put a woman in spandex as a cameo in this game, they just throw really hard. Like
Sonya leaps to
their damage just skyrockets, and another confirm for the win here.
Takeda ensnares the victim's neck and ankle, then yanks. He kicks their abdomen.
BlindSight 2 for 2 on those fatal blows.
I will say that Takeda fatal, I wish it had a brutal attached to it. It would just be so good if you just kicked them in half at the end, and we're gonna see the animality here.
He yanks the victim into the water.
And given Omni-Man's love for alien creatures, he might be into this.
Bring that back.
Takeda wins.
Yo, shoutouts to that MKX reference though. Love it.
Oh, so, I just realized too, this is why everybody kept saying all this water stuff with BlindSight. Yeah, we're waiting for the animality. Like, this is how he's branded himself. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm sure Mr. Aquaman is so mad that they didn't give this to like Rain, but
Sonya Blade.
That makes sense. Yeah, that Rain will get one too.
I mean, listen, he's he goes aquatic. He turns into the poofer fish.
Takeda. Janet Cage.
Sonya.
Yo, when you have 3 screen readers in your ear all at the same time, holy crap!
I don't know how you do it, brother.
I don't know how I'm doing it right now.
I don't know how you haven't like gone schizophrenic. Like you go to bed at night and it's like pillow, blanket. All right, strong round start hit from blindside. Oh, and that fella tried to hit him with the pectorals. Yeah, there's the little dookie mix. Oh, drops his conversion though, unfortunate. Janet nut punch. Holds him down for the overhead. I really like what TJ's showing with Omni Janet here. Takeda whips, yep, he's gonna launch off that Rekka. He believes. That's 3 bars. Oh, had he committed. Oh, you can do this straight into Fatal. Actually, he probably doesn't need to. No, that drop? Oh, you gotta teleport on him. You have to.
Yeah.
You gotta do
Anything
something
here.
Oh my, okay. I was gonna be really upset if he didn't manage to find a way to scramble for that round.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, here they go. Wake up armor pecs. Gonna get punished for doing it a little too often. Here's blindside. Picking up off the conversion. Actually, you know what I feel like would be really annoying with Takeda too? Like, can't you, his stand 3, he hops in the air, right? You could probably do that into Sonya overhead too. But TJ very close to securing this game here. This will tie them up if he can get it.
He's working hard here.
And I like the false tellies also. He knows blindside is waiting for the punish and he overcommitted. He fully believed. Yeah, he could have killed him. No, he let go. He thought he was gonna stop, I guess.
This doesn't have to go further.
Yeah, okay. Here's the last chance here.
I'm also not seeing a lot from TJ. Like, a lot of these competitors with Omni-Man have been big on the strat of kind of like, you see when they jump and kick and then they'll like dash away with Omni-Man to non-commit, try to bait stuff out. I haven't seen that at all.
Yeah. TJ opting to play more of the combo route here.
Oh, blindside is just, he is loving this one too right now.
Oh, there it is.
Solid. Is going to be good damage for him here. Well-established Oki. Oh, and pokes the Janet. That's big. At this stage in the game, that's big. No, he let go. He can't break this. This is it. If blindside doesn't drop, which he doesn't ever, but he does now.
The wake up.
He got, oh my god, I didn't know if you would have the balls to do it.
Ooh, fool me once.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting a game 5. I didn't know if TJ was gonna have the balls to do it, and he returns the animality, says, listen, I got tentacles too, brother, come here. You wanna talk about a tentacle monster splitting you in half and consuming? Turns out I do something similar, come here.
Wait, TJ actually took a match, actually?
They're tied 2-2.
We're tied 2-2? Okay.
They were tied 2-2. That fella said, you want a tentacle and split me in half? Tentacle and split you in half, brother.
Sorry, I'm taking care of other things here on the side. Okay, cool. We got it.
It's okay. TJ's taking care of business. He gets it. Nuvodia, shut up. We're getting tired of these stupid swimming jokes, brother. Dude, he went for the false teleport. I will say, TJ, though, please just confirm stuff into fatal. You were, like, just please do like a 1-2 fatal or a 2-2 fatal. Like,
Oh, he likes living on the edge for sure.
Dude, this fella, it's like he gets the setups and then he gets hits and then, you know, he just starts going into routing and I'm like, oh, because I get it too, right? If you commit to the routing, once you start launching them with Omni, man, now the Fatal is like an Opti conversion. It's harder to hit, but just don't take it that far. Just 2-2 Fatal, call it a day. You know he's there. You know he did all the work to get behind this fella, you know?
Second hit of that is an overhead, right?
Just
conk him and get the conversion, right?
All right, here we go. Patient start. Now, I think both of these competitors have given about as much respect to each other as they can as the set has progressed. It is now time to just start. Whatever you haven't pulled out at this point, it's now time to start getting freaky with the tech, I feel like. Unpredictability is going to be the difference maker here.
For sure.
Oh, and Blindside just fully committing to cranking it up to 11 on the offense. That's such dookie mix too, to go for the slide low or go for the slide and threaten the Sonya overhead. I love it, but it's oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Whatever it
Oh, nice. Gets the conversion off the Sonya. Oh, Blindside is trying to not even provide TJ an opportunity, and I get it. When a fella gets a comeback factor on you like that, I've seen competitors do this all the time, right? You know what? I'm not going to give them the chance. I'm just going to full confidence rep everything I've got. TJ, nice reaction to the mix, but is it too little too late?
Needs a couple more of these.
Catches him with that low.
There we go. No!
Yeah, it's hard with the Janet Punch conversion. I get it. Oh my god. TJ has almost brought this back. Oh my god, he won't die. Final game, final round.
Final round. Fight.
Thank god I don't gamble. Oh, misses the Janet conversion. Oh, was assuming the overhead was going to come from Sonya again. And now this is the problem, right? Like, Blindside almost looks like he's taking a back foot here. He doesn't want to, like, overextend.
Oh, he's so reliant on those now.
Yeah, the problem is that this whole matchup has been a tale of Blindside doing everything he can to overwhelm and contain TJ. And now he's having a harder time doing it. TJ's gotten very slippery. There we go, the kick it to the jump back thing. He did that because I said it.
He's got the critical damage on board.
Oh my god, that could have been game there too. No, does he hit him out? No, he's still able to block it. That's punish. This is so rough for Blindside here. He can't block anything. And oh my god. It looked like it was written in the stars for BlindSightblue here, and TJ, the blind gamer, with the comeback story of the century to reestablish himself here.
What a game 5.
Gonna come out of Group B on loser's side. And how fitting is it that it's Vision on winner's side, TJ on losers. The training partners grouped out together to get out of their pools in Group B.
What a pathway that was to see them all. That pool was the sweatiest, I think, of the night. And
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's definitely, you know, when we get towards the end of the stream, I'm going to look back mentally through some of the matches we have and try to decide what I feel like were some of the bigger highlight matches. That one's definitely going on like my top list for tonight.
Oh my goodness.
When it comes to Sento Showdown content, that's just gonna like it's so easy for you guys to just take a clip of this set and be like, these fellas can't see. Like, it's so good. And we've now locked in 7 competitors for our top 8.
Yeah,
we've got 1 match left to prep now. That's gonna be between, let me just double check this. I'm gonna get this one between Prince J and Object in Space. I will send the invite to Object. Somebody send it to Prince and then we'll be all good to go to see if they can join. Which one of them will earn the right to join the pantheon of top 8 competitors that we are going to be taking a peek at tomorrow. Again, remember, same place, same time. Check it by your time zone. 4 p.m. CST, 5 p.m. EST. If you live somewhere else, you Google it, okay? Those were the 2 times I needed to know. Again, winner's side so far for top 8 tomorrow in the Sento Showdown finale will consist of Ray, Rattlehead, No Vision, and BarrenSun On losers side, we've got the combination of Blind Press, Sean Slayer, TJ the Blind Gamer, and the winner of this set coming up, Prince J versus Object in Space.
Looks like you're about to get your wish. Potentially some more Havoc in store.
Potentially some more Havoc gameplay. I don't imagine he would switch off of it here. I think one of the best things about especially being a Havoc main since launch of the game, given the buffs now, is that Havoc has also always been considered, I think for a lot of players, one of the weirdo characters on the roster. He's very awkward to deal with, and given how much stronger he's become, if you're a strong Havoc player, I think it's always worth your time testing how well your opponent is able to deal with that, because it's very, very awkward dealing with him in any capacity. It's ridiculous. Object in Space has shown a couple of qualities that, in my eyes, gives him a very decent chance here, right? I think one of his best is his evasiveness, right? One of the problems that I think Prince might have trying to lock him down is just getting him to stay still. Also, Rattlehead, while we're here, Object is on player one side.
Okay.
And Prince J, if you can hear us, you can un-AFK whenever you're ready. But trying to lock Object down, he's been very slippery, very evasive. One of the second things too is that one of Prince J's biggest caveats has been his consistency with his combos. Object has been very on the money with his combos, right? Similar to how Ray was earlier in the bracket. If they land the hit that they want, they're going to get the conversion that they're searching for. Like, you know, he knows this Kano route into knives into Superman, and you're going to get caught with it. An electromagnetic storm or that little cheeky damage, it adds up. It adds up by a lot.
Yeah, and not only that, but it knocks him back if it connects from whichever side that he's performing it. In some instances, he can extend the damage with the cameo that he chooses. So now it's just a matter of seeing.
It's almost a benefit to his opponents that he hasn't gone for a cameo that picks up harder than Kano.
That
Kano does give you extensions, but they're very minimal. The biggest part of Kano is really trying to cover yourself in a way where you don't have to overextend and take as many risks with Raiden as you would have to otherwise. The biggest caveat here for Object as far as trying to eliminate Prince J is going to be keeping up in damage, right? He's hitting harder and he has a bigger health pool to work with. And this is going to be the start of it here as he lands his conversion. These are usually hitting for either 35 or 364.
Yeah, both of these characters are going to be hitting hard if they manage to land their damage. Here we go. That low conversion you were talking about earlier.
Yep, and look at this. This is just pure stone-faced, unadulterated offense from Prince J here. It's unapologetic. I am who I am. I've been doing this, kid. You know, like,
ready to make it into the top 8 here. He's not playing around.
And the poke into electromagnetic storm. Again, they add up.
Quarter of the health on.
I'm so surprised that didn't armor break. Like, how many times does electromagnetic storm need to hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, and he charged on that. This is... Watch your neck. Busta Rhymes. Oh, no, and then he drops the conversion. That's so unfortunate. He gets the combo anyway.
Yeah, and the win.
But that fella was so close to hitting him with the Busta Rhymes tech, and he just slipped up by a little bit.
Havoc going to close out that game in a quick fashion.
With the first point on the board, I'm sure he's not upset about it. It's so interesting watching this gameplay and knowing that he got knocked into losers. You know, like when you see some competitors, you ever do that? Like you stick around for some competitive play, you watch a fella just put on the works, and you're like, somebody beat this guy? Like, somebody stop this?
Yeah, for some players that ups the drive. That gets them
it's like
up and pay attention.
But it's hard. Like, I'll see, I'll be watching. I'll see Mighty Unjust in losers. I'm like, somebody put this fella in losers? Like, Homelander fella, Mighty Unjust, somebody beat this? Yo, online kill. I'm like, what? Especially when online kill was new. I'm like, who? Yeah, he's like some 15-year-old. Some 15-year-old?
Oh, that too. Yeah, I mean, you'd be getting some new...
like some child beat Mighty Unjust? Like, on Homelander Pharaoh? Are you kidding me?
Round 1, fight.
Or like Mari even. Like, Mari on ELG has been just like tearing through people like Scorpion Jax. I'm like, Scorpion Jax is what he's, like... Oh no, you know what? An object said this before, right? Said I should have went for YOLO Baraka, LOL. And you know what's killing me too? He's going for OG Baraka Cyrax. You don't even see this anymore. Usually it's like Baraka Striker now if you're trying to run just like the I'm gonna rep Troglodyte offense play.
Right, yeah.
It still has some merit to it, but I have a homie that plays. Sorry, please go ahead. I cut you off like 7 times.
That's okay. No, we've yet to see here what that is going to look like. Unfortunately, with the nerfs to the cameo bar usage, Cyrax is definitely going to take a back seat for the majority of this match. Every time he comes out afterwards, you're going to be sitting around waiting for that cooldown to pass you by. Oh
my god, you just can't. You have to hit him more than 3 times at the pain. Like, I do actually have a homie that plays Baraka Jax, and that team is secretly like fun too. But it's a lot of mini resets is the problem. It's like you have to work a little too hard.
One too many, yeah.
Yeah. It's like you have to mix people like 4 times back to back with it. And Prince J just immediately knocking this team off of the board and said, "What else do you have? Are you not entertained?"
Looking strong. Object in Space potentially looking at their last pick of this set.
All right, let's see what his last ditch effort's going to be.
And he's had all sorts of opponents to have to adjust to. I mean, he had Baron, who was equally as aggressive, but on the zoning end. And now you have someone who just won't get off, is rushing you down with combo damage. And so there's just he's gone from one extreme type of opponent to the other, and so here we go.
All right, he's gonna take it back to the Sindel.
Yeah, the Sindel locking in.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Kunlao, Chijinko, Motaro, Boro, Tremor, Jax, Kameleon, Janet Cage, Darius, Sarina, AOC, no.
All right, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I wasn't sure if he was like thinking about it or just looking for.
Havoc Citadel,
Havoc Citadel.
No one has the right to rule over others.
Without government, society can't thrive.
Round 1. Fight.
All right. Let's see if Object's zoning strat with Sindel will pay off here.
And those overheads knocking her down, leading to this combo here.
It's going to potentially be a little difficult too, right? Because we did, as you mentioned, just watch Prince J chase down BarrenSun, who was also zoning like ridiculously hard. So he just found the hit anyway. Jumps over Jack so he can continue the conversion. Catches him trying to wake up.
Oh!
Yeah, and Object is not blocking. Just not blocking.
Yeah, you just heard her kind of do the taunt at the start up there, I believe, trying to, I don't know the name of the move, but trying to get that cameo bar refill. Is gonna be stuck here. Manages to get out of the corner. Jumps in. Oh, gets the anti-air.
Way too far in the distance to take advantage of the armor, but closes that gap very easy.
And the next knockup setup will do.
Okay, Object showing little signs of life here. He also does have enough meter for Breaker, but he has to cut off the next combo extremely quick. And he just gets hit with the brutal Prince J. Just not in the mood to deal with it. This fellow wants to go to bed.
And justly earned that victory. Is going to grant Prince J their spot in the top 8. Yes, it is. Brave attempts from Object in Space to get as far as it possibly could here. Prince J saying, no, that spot is mine.
Stay tuned to our Sento Showdown page. Also our Discord, of course. Everybody who's pretty much everybody's there in the Discord. So stay tuned. And yeah, that is it for me. Any last words, you guys? Anything else I might have forgotten?
That's everything.
Awesome.
Kevin, obviously we want to plug your stuff. Where can people find you? What are you up to?
Oh, listen, don't worry about it. That's not my thing. Guys, make sure you're here. We're going to plug anything. If you're following the Sento Showdown, make sure you follow them on Twitter. Subscribe to that new YouTube channel. It's going to be coming up with 4 years worth of blind FGC competition that the Sento Showdown has put on, showcasing a lot of competitors you've seen today, a lot of competitors you haven't seen, some of the hype moments they've had in past NRS titles. It is immaculate content. You're going to want to be there. You're going to want to witness it when those VODs are uploaded to YouTube. Make sure you are here on the dot tomorrow, twitch.tv/KH_Rattlehead, 4 p.m. CST, 5 p.m. EST. If you're in another time zone, you got Google. I know you can find it. Those are the only two I memorized. If you live in mountain time, I don't know what kind of air you're breathing up there, but if you got internet, use it. You're watching this, tune in. It is going to be impeccable gameplay from high-level competitors, of which you've had the opportunity to witness today. Put on a spectacular show, fighting for more stakes, $350 in the pot spread between top three, a Battle Beaver controller, a Scorpion Funko Pop, a custom Mortal Kombat mask. We've got the Liu Kang Funko giveaway. We're honoring Superblindman. We're doing everything, and we're doing it with style. Tomorrow on the Sento Showdown finale. Be there.
Oh, B squared.
And that is it, y'all. Couldn't better said that myself. Kevin, appreciate you, brother. Captain, appreciate you as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Peace out.
See you then.
Thank you for joining us.